Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 100 scary videos. This will be a massive compilation of some classic scary videos featured throughout the years on Sir Spooks. So that means the style of editing and narration might be a little different for each entry. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future uploads. Alright, let's begin. A video was recently sent to me by Andy of the Paranormal UK radio network. In January 2017, they had filmed an investigation of the secret nuclear bunker in Kelvedon Hatch, Essex, UK. The location is a decommissioned underground government facility that's now a museum. They went there to investigate at night. He provided me with the following information about the footage you're about to see. Quote, "On the night this video was recorded, very little actually happened, and what you'll see in this clip was not noticed at the time. As you can see, we're talking during a break in our investigation. As we talk, the camera pans around and goes past two curtains. This is the medical section, and the curtains are on wheels, the sort you see in a hospital between beds. There's nothing behind the curtains other than a medical bed. No one from the team is there behind the curtains, and yet at the 7-second mark, there's an odd face looking between the curtains. As the camera pans across, it actually moves away from the gap, almost as if it knows it's been seen. The video I've uploaded is captured from the screen of the camcorder it was recorded on. It was recorded on the night when we spotted the face during a break. After the investigation, the tape became damaged and would not play. It was sheer luck that we recorded the recording with a phone later on the same night." End quote. Take a look.
I used to cheat at that time.
Oh, with the Kung Fu chew.
No.
I used to do Kung Fu. Honestly.
Not
I've done it for 3 years. I couldn't get the Cheeto. I smoked. Oh, with the Kung Fu chew.
No.
I used to do Kung Fu. Honestly.
He also told me that they went back to the location to see if anything there resembled the ghostly image they caught earlier, but nothing did. It should also be mentioned that the video can be found on the Paranormal UK radio network YouTube channel, but was actually recorded by Trident Paranormal. To me, it definitely looks as if something is hiding behind the curtains, and then quickly steps away when it realizes it's been filmed on camera. Whether that's an actual ghost or something else is of course hard to tell, but nevertheless I found it to be creepy and compelling. Last year, a guy named Emmett Barringer posted a scary story that he'd encountered after moving into a 2-bedroom unit. Soon after moving in, he heard noises coming from the bedroom, which was vacant. He was afraid there was a person there. The sound was a droning, electronic-sounding hum. He twisted the knob and kicked the door in. This is what he described. Quote, "The windows were all closed and locked. Nobody was in there, and the sound was instantly gone upon cracking the door open. But my stomach jumped to my throat in the grim discovery of what was on the floor. There was a severed thumb, wet blood on the fleshy pulp protruding from the clean slice. I nearly vomited, backing out as horror flooded my mind. I returned to take a few photos and a video of the thumb, careful to not touch it." End quote. The video is quite graphic, so I can't show much of that one, if any of it, but I'll of course leave a link to the full post in the description. He had no idea how anyone could have entered the room. He called the police, and even though they investigated the apartment, they found nothing else out of the ordinary. They simply suggested that he changed his locks. The same thing happened some days later, and this time he filmed his encounter. Take a look. He went through the phone to search for clues as to what was going on. He described the following, quote, "There were no photos, but there were 2 videos, which I watched in revulsion and horror. The first showed some fleshy mass that almost resembled a face devoid of eyes behind transparent plastic, gnashing teeth, or moving in frantic bursts as that awful sound screamed. The second clip is the second bedroom door opening from the inside, aiming towards my room with my bedroom door open. The most unsettling thing about the second part of the clip is that out of habit, I only leave my bedroom door open when I'm there." End quote. Take a look at the disturbing video he found. Even if this were to be fictional, it's still a truly creepy story, and the accompanying clips just help to heighten it from most other creepy stories out there. You can read the fully detailed story by following the link in the description. If you've been watching my channel lately, you may have noticed that I actually have my very own subreddit, Sir Spooks, where I encourage you to submit any and all creepy paranormal footage you may have, for a chance to be featured on a video just like this one. This video was submitted by user Abandoned Adam and documents him exploring a creepy place known as Sally's Murder House. As the video progresses, unsettling things begin to happen to Adam, such as the sound he hears just 5 minutes into the video.
This is obviously the dad's workshop. Please say somebody else heard that. The fuck? Hello? Hello? I'm down here.
Just a little over a minute later, similar sounds can be heard. Take a listen. It doesn't appear as if Adam was with somebody else that could have been making these sounds, and it also seems as if there isn't any wind that could possibly be entering the building either. But if that wasn't creepy enough, at around the 11-minute mark, Adam hears the scariest sound of all. Listen to this.
Cough, cough, cough. Hello? Off. Hello? Off. Off. This.
To this day, Adam has no idea what entity was haunting him at Sally's murder house. But one thing is for sure, it is definitely chilling. Without a doubt, one of the creepiest subreddits you can find out there is that of ghosts. With over 185,000 members, it has been a great source of creepy ghost-related videos for many years now. One such example of the creepy content that can be found on the subreddit is this video published by user Cry Ackerson. The video you're about to see was filmed by a research team in the cottage of the Lunar King area. The author goes on to say, in the area of the 4th hour of the night, one of the 4 cameras managed to record, according to the group, a real anomalous phenomenon, namely spontaneous movement of the tripod in the frame. Take a look at this video that is certainly short, but is undoubtedly strange. If you want to hear full, multi-paragraph explanation of the backstory behind the cottage of the Lunar King, I highly suggest that you head on over to the original Reddit post that was made by the user. He suggests that the movement could not have been caused by wind because there clearly was not any wind, noticeable through footage from the other cameras. It couldn't be an animal either, because it would then have to be visible to us. He also presents other arguments as to why this piece of footage is authentic. But what do you think? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Our next entry yet again comes to us from the Ghost subreddit. The video that was published by user Blinker265 is one that is incredibly creepy and will send a shiver down your spine. In the video, we see security camera footage of the front porch of the uploader's house. All seems perfectly normal until you read into the context and watch the clip itself. The uploader goes on to say, "I think my dad who passed away a year ago is saying hi," and also says to watch the car to the left's mirror. Take a look at the video and see if you notice anything strange. If you take a closer look at the mirror Blinker265 is talking about, you will notice that it looks as if it is genuinely folding inwards all by itself. The sound of the car unlocking stops the uploader dead in her tracks, and she stares in amazement and most likely terror. What could have possibly caused this creepy incident to happen? Did somebody else inside the home unlock the car? Was it a result of a self-folding mirror? Be sure to let me know all of your thoughts. "I Heard This Creature Again" is the title of this disturbing final video on today's list. Published by YouTube user Leviathan on March 11th, 2020, we follow the channel owner as they are walking around outside somewhere. In the short 40-second video, we can consistently hear the sounds of something incredibly bizarre and scary coming from outdoors. Take a listen and see what you think it sounds like. If that sound wasn't creepy enough, things get increasingly more terrifying from there. As the uploader proceeds to walk through the forest outside, and as the sound gets louder and louder, he eventually stumbles upon a scary looking creature peeking from around a tree before the man flees soon afterwards. Was this just the work of impressive computer-generated imagery? Or was this an actual creature making haunting sounds in the woods late at night, much to the terror of this man? We may never know the answer for sure. I would like to assume that most of you guys have heard of the immensely popular social media service taking over the world right now, known as TikTok. One of the most downloaded apps, the platform allows users to upload fun videos of them dancing, doing various different challenges and more. It is definitely not the place where most people would expect to find videos of creepy things caught on camera, but as this video published by Vanilla Thriller goes, you may have to think twice. In the video, we can see the cameraman panning the camera around a supposedly empty mall late at night. Throughout, we can hear the man say, "This is creepy," but then suddenly he hears something near him that gets his attention. Take a look.
Let them know where I'm at. Dude, like, I'm so on edge now. So freaking on edge. creepy, man. You're so freaking creepy. I don't know. Dude, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? What the hell was that? What the heck? These freaking chairs just moved. What the Okay. I'm done. Nope.
Later on, we can see another chair moving around all by itself as well. This video definitely feels real, as it would be extremely hard to set this whole thing up. But of course, there's almost always a way to achieve effects such as this. What do you think? Is this real? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The user S8NXX posted the following video that you are about to watch to the Sir Spooks subreddit. He explains that the video was the talk of the town a few years back where I live in Cheshire, England. This video did the rounds. Work was being done on the railway station when noises were being heard. The original video was uploaded by the YouTube channel Cruise Station Ghosts on February 19th, 2014. Take a look at the video and see what creepy events the uploader captured on camera that day.
Not having it, Marco, no.
Hey?
Go see what it is.
That's weird.
So we go over and have a look.
It's okay. It's time.
Just lift it up, I'll go under. I ain't scared again, dirty. Oh shit.
Can't do that. No. Yeah.
It fucking seen me and it fucking stopped. Do you not hear it? Stop.
Stop, yeah. Come on, Bob. Get out. I'm going because we've got to do tricks anyway.
Although it is certainly brief, the eerie sounds that can be heard coming from the railway station are enough to creep anybody out that is near the area. It seems as though this mystery has never been solved either, as there has never been any sort of explanation published online, nor has there been a follow-up video to this one anywhere on the internet. For now, this looks like it will be one mystery that will leave its viewers guessing for a very long time. The very first entry on today's list will actually be a combination of 3 separate videos, all published on YouTube by user Blake Smith's Gaming Blitz. At the beginning of the first video, Blake explains that he is home by himself and explains that he heard crying noises coming from his basement. Before venturing down, he tells us that he previously called the police for a previous incident in which they found wet footprints while down there. When he goes down, we can hear chilling sounds of a woman crying, while Blake calls out for an answer but gets no response.
Hello? What the fuck is that? Hello? Hello?
In the second video, he manages to go into the basement and place his camera in the corner of the room. A few moments later, and the same noises can be heard once more, sounding almost otherworldly and definitely bone-chilling. Then, in a third video, published the day after the second video, he walks into the basement after hearing the crying again.
Hello? Hello?
Some people in the comments have called this a fake, with some pointing out that he doesn't sound worried and suggesting that it could be a Bluetooth speaker in the basement making all that noise. Whatever the case may be, these 3 videos are sure to get the hair on your arms to stand up. Similar to the last entry, the following 2 videos you're about to watch were published by the same person just days apart. The channel owner named Advil published the initial video on October 23rd, 2015 with the title House Haunted. As he walks around the room that is allegedly haunted, he verbally warns the ghost and calls out to see if anybody is there. Nothing happens for a while, giving the video a simple, eerie feel. That is until the last few seconds. Take a look.
Hello? I'm gonna turn on the light. Alright? Hello? Hello? I heard something. Nothing? Is anyone there? Whoa, Jesus!
In the follow-up video, the man is once again heard calling out towards the basement before he hears a whisper which causes him to stumble in fear. But then, a few seconds later, something much more sinister happens.
I heard some noises again. Hello? No way. No!
If you look carefully, you can just make out some sort of figure walking around in the basement, which instantly strikes fear into the channel owner. As this video has not had a third follow-up yet, it is safe to assume that the man has yet to determine what has been going on in his house. Francisco Gonzalez published this video to his YouTube channel on January 24th, 2017. For the first couple of seconds, everything looks perfectly fine as he records his dog playing around in their yard. But then, the dog's behavior becomes much more aggressive and strange as the one dog begins to jump into the air trying to bite something, and then another dog does the exact same. The 2 dogs continue to do this, which makes the next event easy to miss. Take a look in the background of the shot and see if you notice anything weird.
The way she jumps, fun. Oh my God! Look, Jennifer. There's somebody right there playing. I got that. Oh my God! I got that.
Yeah,
See if we can. Babe, she was right there, baby. I saw her.
Oh, that one?
Hold on. I saw her playing, baby. Hold on.
In case you missed it, on the grass there seemed to be some sort of a ghost-like girl walking around before vanishing completely. Something about this clip has a very authentic and realistic feel to it. It doesn't look like anything could have been staged here, which makes the video as a whole feel that much more creepy. What do you think happened with Francisco and his dogs that day? Was there really a ghost girl walking around their yard? Tell me your thoughts in the comments. User XX Chill the F Out XX uploaded the following video to my very own Sir Spooks subreddit, where you can upload and watch videos of anything regarding the paranormal. By submitting, you can be featured on a video exactly like this one. The uploader of this clip goes on to explain, quote, "A friend of mine that is now deceased captured this outside his house 2 weeks before he passed, which is totally unrelated, but still is freaky since it was in his driveway, here on the outskirts of Carlsbad, New Mexico." End quote. Watch the video and see the chilling event that happens. The strange ghostly apparition walks around the driveway before vanishing into thin air, which may make you think if this event was in relation to the uploader's friend's death. Something like this certainly seems incredibly strange, but it also could have been nothing more than a creepy coincidence. Most of the comments on this post agree that this seems extremely real and is absolutely terrifying. Do you have any explanation for what happened in this video? Do you think that this was a coincidence or not? As always, be sure to tell me your ideas in the comment section below. There would absolutely be nothing more creepy than realizing that a paranormal entity may be lurking somewhere in your house, whether you witness it firsthand or on video camera. This video, published to the Ghost subreddit by the user Blin11, showcases footage from the uploader's home surveillance camera positioned in the living room. For the first little while, everything seems perfectly normal in this seemingly average house, but it doesn't take long for this average home to be something much more sinister. Have a look at this. The uploader of the video went on to explain by stating, "My roommate and I work different shifts at different jobs, me 8 to 4 and him 11 to 8. He told me that when he is getting ready in the morning, he hears a door opening and shutting. We have been assuming that it's just a neighbor. I don't usually arm the cameras until after he leaves, but he is on vacation, so they are on from when I leave to when I get home now. I guess he wasn't just hearing things. Any explanations for this?" End quote. This is definitely an interesting piece of footage that will leave you with a ton of questions, but not too many answers, unfortunately. It seems as though the door in this house is opening all by itself, but how? Is it simply a hoax made in the hopes to get views online, or is this evidence of a paranormal entity roaming throughout this Reddit user's home? Let me know in the comments below. Another video from the aforementioned Ghost subreddit. This one comes to us from the user nbuggy99, who goes on to say that in this particular video, 2 friends and I visit a mausoleum museum in Somers, Connecticut. When we approach the fence and begin speaking, there is a scuffle from inside. Let's have a look and see what this user is describing. The friends approach a metal gate and begin to ask the potential spirits in the area if they can show themselves, and ask if anybody in there would like to say something. It is right then and there in which something incredibly chilling happens to the Reddit user and his group of friends. Take a look.
Alright, so we're at the Keeney Mausoleum.
Is anybody here?
Hello? Would anyone like to say something?
Are you okay?
Holy shit! Dude, that was insane!
Oh my god, that's not fucking real, dude.
Dude, I got... Would anyone like to say something?
Are you okay?
Holy shit!
It is entirely possible that some other person was in the museum that night and was trying to mess with NBucky99 and his friends, but it is more than likely not the case. What would be the odds of another person at the exact same building at the exact same time at night? They are probably fairly low, and if that is what happened, it would be a big coincidence. So it begs the question, what was making that strange scuffling noise coming from behind that gate? Is it a ghost of an angry spirit seeking out revenge or trying to prey on its next victim? Is it simply another explorer trying to scare anybody else? Or is it all just a hoax? I'll let you decide. In this video shared over to the ghost subreddit by user Best of Us, we watch surveillance camera footage of what appears to be some sort of bar or restaurant during its closing hours, meaning nobody should be inside, whether it be an employee or customer. At first, it appears to be an ordinary piece of security camera footage with nothing of interest happening, but that all changes in a matter of seconds. In order to see what's happening, you have to look at the bottles to the left of the screen. Once you see what happens, you will be scratching your head, hungry for answers. Watch this.
Watch the tequila bottle on the left. See that? Watch the tequila bottle on the left. See that?
This is certainly a very bizarre video. When I first watched this, I was expecting the bottles to possibly fall over or move around on the shelf, but instead it looks like something from behind pushed it and managed to make it explode in midair. As mentioned earlier, this entire incident happened while this establishment was closed, so the only person who could have faked this would be an employee. It could also be the work of a poltergeist, but who knows. Either way, this is still a strange and creepy piece of footage that will keep you guessing for a long time.
See that?
On May 3rd, 2015, a YouTuber named Phil Cock published a video to his YouTube channel where he ventures out to an abandoned haunted house at an undisclosed location to have a look inside and documents the process for subscribers to watch and enjoy. Before Phil enters the building, he does look genuinely worried and a little bit anxious, which is interesting to note considering he does these kinds of videos on a frequent basis. Nevertheless, he musters up the courage and bravery to go inside. Once he enters, he reaches a staircase and asks if there's anybody inside. He probably wasn't expecting this to happen.
Hello? Anybody in here? Anybody in here?
As creepy as that strange voice calling out hello to Phil was, that was definitely not the scariest thing that happened to him during this particular day. He goes outside and enters the house through another entryway, which is when he points his camera at what appears to be the inside of the living room. It doesn't take long at all for something truly creepy to happen to Phil.
Anybody in here? Hello? Anybody at home? Anybody? Shit!
After this happens, Phil makes a speedy exit from the area, which is definitely understandable. Despite the fact that he uploads plenty of content related to the paranormal and abandoned building explorations, it doesn't seem as though he has ever revisited this location after this initial upload. So we may never know what happened inside this abandoned house that day.
Anybody at home? Anybody? Shit!
The final video for today comes to us from the popular social media video sharing platform TikTok, from a man named Luan. What seems like a video of an average man laying down on his bed, perhaps relaxing or taking a nap, quickly turns into something hair-raising and chilling. Take a look at this.
Hicimos grabar ahorita porque se está escuchando algo en el closet. Dios mío, ¿qué es eso? ¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Quieres algo? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? No inventes, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué es? Se abrió. Espérate, cálmate. ¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Te podemos ayudar? ¿Necesitas algo? Dinos. ¡Se asomó alguien! Alúzame. Espera. Espérate, alúzame. No hay nada, mira, no hay nada.
At first, it seems as though a strange clicking or tapping sound is coming from inside the closet, which is definitely something that you would be concerned over. However, if that wasn't creepy enough, the closet door opening all by itself in the middle of your room would scare you silly. And the creepy figure inside the closet is terrifying enough to want any sane person to move out of their house immediately. We can only hope that Luan and his loved ones are safe and have gotten answers after this video was published. After all, your home is said to be the safest place in the world, but videos like these further prove that anything could happen to you, regardless of where you are. Similar to most of the channels that have been featured on this list, The Abandoned Prepper is a YouTube channel that is dedicated to deliver high quality content relating to the exploration of abandoned and haunted locations. In a video published on January 20th, 2020, the channel owner explores a place known as the Summer House, which is located in the United Kingdom. Throughout the video, we can see the man walking around the area, which is littered with rubble and other debris, but the most interesting thing happens at around 5 minutes into the video. Take a look and see if you notice anything out of the ordinary.
Not really sure what that's for, something to do with the pool probably. If you look through there, there's actually houses there, so I don't really want to look. And then the pool. What was that? The fuck was that? Right guys, oh my head's gone. I thought I seen something in the window, so I've looked back on my footage, and then I don't know, I seen a shadow go past the window, so I've just fucking legged it. I'm gonna I'll replay it on the video or something, I don't know.
It may be extremely hard to see, but if you look close enough, you will be able to make out what appears to be a shadow figure moving around the area. To be fair, it could have been something as simple as something brushing by like a tree or something like that, or even another person that is in on the video, but it also could very well be something otherworldly. What do you think the abandoned prepper caught on camera that day? Let me know in the comments. A short clip recorded on Snapchat was uploaded to Reddit by the user Spiders Are Disgusting with the title, quote, "This video was filmed by a friend of my friend's brother a few years back. In the left corner of the video, you can see a figure dressed in white with black hair crawling out from under the trampoline. To this day, we have no idea who the person was." End quote. In the video, a guy is jumping out of a window onto a trampoline. The caption on the Snapchat video itself looks Danish to me, although I have no idea what the second word is supposed to mean. I'll try my best to enhance this footage so we can get a better look. Some people are skeptical due to the short length of the video, but to me that actually makes perfect sense. If they had no idea there was a ghostly woman walking beside the trampoline, then this video would just be like any other short Snapchat videos that you send to your friends. There doesn't have to be some sneaky reason why the video cuts so quickly when it's a Snapchat clip we're discussing. Many have also pointed out her similarities to Sadako from The Ring, due to the white dress and long black hair. If this is a fake, then it's pretty damn well made. A TikTok user with a really hard name to pronounce uploaded a video in which the woman filming is relaxing with her dogs when suddenly a shadowy figure appears in a dark hallway. Her dogs can even see the shadow figure there. Take a look.
The dogs are ready for bed. It's just a peaceful night here. Get ready to go to bed myself. What the f*** is that? What? Oh God! Fuck!
She wrote the following caption for the video, quote, "I cannot believe I got that on camera. So happy to be out of that house." End quote. So clearly she no longer lives at this house if you are to believe the description. I'll try to enhance this footage so we can hopefully get a clearer look at this. A quick glance at the comments reveals that a lot of people believe this to be a genuine ghost sighting caught on camera. But let me know what you guys think. The Haunted Side is a great channel for lovers of paranormal investigations. Edited as professionally as paranormal TV shows, this show follows Patrick into the world's most haunted places, where he is joined by a cinematographer. In the Season 1 Episode 10 episode, Hughes and Porter, they investigate a building in downtown Reno, Nevada. The description states the following, quote, "The owner has asked us to come out because renovation has started on the building and construction crews are being negatively affected by something dark." End quote. About 5 minutes into the video, they leave a night vision camera running inside a room. After they leave the room, the camera captures something eerie. It's as if something white quickly flies by the camera and knocks the camera over and out of the case that was holding it. Later on in the investigation, one of their cameras once again captures something strange. As one of them says they saw someone a shadow figure can be seen at the doorway.
And then it said screw lack heat.
Hang on, keep it there for a second.
Dude, I just saw somebody over there.
Yeah.
Heat. I just saw somebody, like, it looked like they just walked through right there.
I'm getting some audio interference.
Miss.
Be sure to check out their channel for many more epic paranormal investigations. There's something extremely off-putting about videos relating to the paranormal that are filmed in people's homes. Home is supposed to be a place where we can all relax and leave all of our worries behind. But whenever that safety barrier is threatened by something, it can feel 10 times scarier. In this video published by Matt2 World on February 2nd, 2016, it appears as if a father and son are having a conversation with each other while watching television late at night. It seems like nothing out of the ordinary. After a brief couple of seconds pass, the father who's recording stands up and starts to walk around where he eventually walks by somebody's room. As he brushes by it, something immediately catches his attention and he moves back to the doorway right away. In the middle of the room, we can see something wearing a bedsheet covering its entire body. After a few seconds, he pans the camera away, and when he pans it back inside the room, the bedsheet is now on the ground.
Ahora voy todavía, No te desperté todavía, quédate ahí. Ahora voy yo.
To be fair, this could be something extremely simple like another one of his kids playing a prank, or that the whole family was in on this, and it is just some sort of object with a bedsheet thrown over it. But it could also be a ghost that is trying to mask its true identity with a bedsheet. Whatever the explanation is, this is still quite creepy. The Will-o'-the-Wisp is one of the most fascinating paranormal phenomena the world has ever seen. It is something that has been reported in many cultures and is described as an atmospheric ghost light that is typically seen during the night and is said to be seen in swamps, bogs and marshes. It supposedly has misled travelers over the years who thought it was a simple light or lantern somewhere in the dark. Vivo Paranormal, a YouTube channel that specializes in all things creepy and paranormal, uploaded a video on February 18th, 2015. The video, which was shot somewhere in South America, follows a cameraman as he seemingly attempts to find a spot to show us something that he has noticed far in the distance. Eventually, he gets an aerial view of a field where we can see a mysterious circular blue light appear unmoving a little bit off in the distance. After a while, it even appears to get a little bit brighter than it was at the start of the video.
¡Me cagué todo!
What did Vivo Paranormal capture in the fields that day? Was it simply a generic blue light that was somehow being projected onto the field? Or was it something otherworldly and creepy like a will-o'-the-wisp? Leave your thoughts in the comments. This final video comes to us from the subreddit Skinwalkers. A skinwalker is described as being a type of harmful witch that has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. This video published by Reddit user Henry Stash of Memes shows him screen recording his Snapchat maps, where he taps on an area near him to view stories that were recorded in the area. In the distance, we can see an extremely strange looking figure making uncomfortable and off-putting movements, with the caption, "Something weird is happening in my town." He then showcases a barred door in Desert Willow, Phoenix, Arizona. As the cameraman approaches it, a strange screaming sound comes from within.
What is that?
In a follow-up video, this one published by a TikTok user, we are shown somebody recording an area known as Dynamite Park, also in Arizona, when we hear a weird hollering sound coming from the area. We then cut to a video that is seemingly being recorded within somebody's car. A few seconds go by, and we see what appears to be an incredibly creepy beast-like creature moving its way across the ground on all fours, and run away into the night.
Fuck is that?
You hear that shit?
Fuck is that?
Over there.
What is strange and makes this entry a bit more believable, too, is the fact that both videos took place in Arizona and may have even been taken in close proximity of one another, too. Was this evidence of a real skinwalker captured on camera, or was it just a bunch of people fooling around late at night? Either way, this is something creepy that you definitely would not want to encounter. On August 31st, Redditor Emojiless posted a video with the title, "Working security can get kind of spooky. I know it's likely just a faulty motion sensor, but with the rumors circulating about the place and the stories of multiple people shooting themselves in the parking lot, it really gets you thinking." In the video, we get a first-person perspective of the spooky paranormal activity going on at the place. He hears sounds coming from the restroom and goes to investigate. Take a look.
Spooky if I don't.
Yo, I fucking did it again.
Turn on my flashlight.
Wish I knew which one was fucking doing it.
As you can clearly see, no one was there. I think most people would be creeped out if stuff like this happened while they were working security alone. He says he heard 7 or 8 flushes from the restroom, and while it might just be a faulty motion sensor, like he points out, it's still enough to make you not want to work there alone at night. In April of 2011, YouTube channel Sean Wells 2001 uploaded a video in which he claims to have caught strange activity from the attic door in his house. In the description of the video, he states the following, quote, "Every night when we go to bed, I hear my attic door shake that's in my closet, so I decided to get it on tape. Kind of freaky. Steven, my roommate, says it's the wind because I leave my windows cracked at night for fresh air. But I'm not sure if it's the wind." End quote. Take a look and make up your own mind. As you can see, the strange activity starts happening around 3 AM, which is known as the witching hour. After he had caught this supposedly paranormal activity on camera, he asked the landlord if they could nail the attic door shut, and so they did. It is not known whether he experienced anything strange after that incident. So what do you guys think? Could it be a poltergeist, the wind, or a hoax? The Ogden Paranormal Society, which I featured in a recent video, had another interesting video that I wanted to share with you guys. They did a paranormal investigation at Endless Indulgence Retroware in Ogden, Utah, where 2 incidents of paranormal activity were caught on camera.
What's that? Oh my god.
It's got a metallic though. Oh, no fucking way. Did that just move?
Yeah, it moved.
Oh my god, did I bump it?
I don't know.
The owners had actually told them about the poltergeist activity that they'd experienced there, so it's quite creepy that that's exactly what Ogden Paranormal experienced on an otherwise quiet investigation. Be sure to check out their channel if you're into legit paranormal investigations. Link is of course in the description below. On September 1st, Reddit user Ukia posted video taken from the surveillance footage of an empty cell. He said it was sent to him an hour prior and that he still had goosebumps. A group of people are watching the CCTV footage while filming it. Be sure to watch it until the end.
Jezus.
Het is mijn shit.
Iets te veel.
Nou, hij moet uit.
Ik wil blij dat jullie het ook zien.
Ja, echt hè.
Ik kan mezelf twijfelen.
Het is gigantisch.
Nou, nu gebeurt er.
Nou, dat komt serieus zo in dat.
Oh ja, net als in die films.
Ja.
Ja, zie.
Oh.
Loopt hij weer.
Oeh, hij ging nu echt naar
Ja,
het
zie.
midden. Hij
Ja,
trok
kijk.
hem op.
Ja!
Oh my.
Although there isn't a whole lot to enhance in this video, I've still tried my best to let you guys have a better look. This one is pretty hard for me to explain. It doesn't look like a bug on the lens, nor does it look like a shadow cast into the room. There's something creepy about the movement it makes. Someone in the comments said that it could just be the hardware of the security system getting worn out after tapes getting reused. After a while, things start ghosting over. But to this, the original poster simply replied that there was no taping on these cameras because of privacy matters. So let me know what you guys think this is. Emery Buckner uploaded this video in May of 2010 in which he, along with his friends, had a scary camping encounter. In the video, they see 2 red lights somewhere in the distance and wonder what they could be. Then the lights suddenly come closer and they realize that the two red lights are the eyes of an unknown creature running toward them. One of them, named Tom, gets lost, and so the others, who are now in a boat, try to navigate Tom toward them by yelling in his direction. Tom eventually has to jump off a cliff into the water to get to their boat, but the creature's right behind him.
Hey Tom, guys.
What? Oh my God.
What is that?
Oh my.
That's it. That's it. Oh my gosh.
What is it?
I don't know.
Oh crap! It's coming. Oh my God! Oh my God! What is it, dude? What is it? I don't know.
You need to jump. Come on, get down here with us.
You'll have to jump.
Come on,
Tom. Not jump. This is too high.
Dude, if you don't jump, it's gonna get you. You have to jump.
Oh my gosh!
Huh. Come on, Tom.
Come on, swim, man.
Swim, Tom. Swim.
Oh my God! Did you see it?
No. No, we've not seen it.
Oh my gosh, dude! Did you see that?
Thank God you're true, man. That's the same thing we've been seeing.
That's it, man. Let's get out of here. Let's find out what that thing was. Dude, it's right up there. Look. Oh, hurry, man. Why does it keep?
We gotta go, like right now. Oh my God. Now. What? There it is.
Dude, do you see it? Do you see it?
No, hold on. Dude, if we get this on camera, there it is. That's it.
Dude, why does it keep chasing us?
I don't know. Oh my goodness. That is,
dude,
oh my
I think it's about
gosh.
to jump in the water. Are you serious?
Oh my gosh!
Go!
What the heck? It's chasing the boat, Tom! Go! Oh my goodness. Go! Go! Go!
It's certainly one of the most impressive videos I've seen as of late. My first thought was that it looked similar in shape to Bigfoot sightings, but I've never really seen one with glowing red eyes, which is a feature usually attributed to the Mothman. There are a few moments that seem like acting, but who really knows how a group of men would react in a situation like this? Some of them would probably find it exhilarating, while others would be terrified. The glowing red eyes are pretty convincing, but since the creature itself is shrouded in darkness, it becomes hard to tell whether it's real or fake. This piece of alleged paranormal footage claims to show a Mothman caught on tape. To me, it doesn't look like a Mothman, but rather an alien of sorts, or perhaps a person in a costume. The video opens with a guy in the woods saying that he heard and saw something strange. Take a look.
There's something in these woods right now. I swear to God. I heard it. I saw it. I didn't see it, but I saw it. Oh my God!
I'll try my best to enhance this footage so that you guys can decide whether you believe this is real or fake. Instead of the creature itself, most people comment on the funny sound it makes, but let me know what you guys think this is. Whoever filmed this video claims to have caught a real Pombero on camera. A Pombero, also known as Lord of the Night or Master of the Sun, is a mythical humanoid figure originating from Guarani mythology. He is described as being short and ugly, with short arms and hairy hands and feet. His primary target is apparently ungrateful girls. He generally lives in rural areas such as the forest or abandoned buildings. In this video, a boy can be seen dancing on a lonely road at night while his friends film him doing so. A dark figure is clearly noticeable in the background. As is often the case when you don't know the language being spoken, it's all a bit confusing to me, which I suppose just adds to the mystery. This won't be the last Pombero sighting you'll be seeing in this video, so stay tuned. Not much information is known about the video you're about to see. It shows an alien looking through a window. I assume it's standing at the exterior of a house looking in. It does this for approximately 90 seconds before hopping away. What's interesting about this video is that the creature can be seen blinking at certain parts, which makes it more believable than the usual creature videos you'll see. It does move strangely, which makes you wonder if it's being puppeteered by someone. Because there's such a lack of information about this video, it's especially hard to confirm its authenticity or to debunk it. As promised, here's another Pombero video. This one takes place inside a forest where a boy and a girl are for some reason filming. They're just casually walking through the woods when the boy suddenly notices a strange, dark figure further away. As they get closer, the dark figure slowly starts to approach them.
¿Cómo la hago para horizontal? No, no pasa nada. Sí, entiendo, hola. Sí, si mi hermana tiene, hola.
Para allá están unas cabras.
Sí, creo que sí. Mírame.
¿Por qué te quiere que te miro?
Y tal.
Sí, boludo.
Mira, chabón, ¿qué hizo? Mira, boludo.
Un animal, ¿viste?
Sí. Para, no me asustes.
No.
Wow.
Mira cómo camina. No,
Dios,
cuita,
cuita, ¡Corre, boludo! ¡Corre!
It would seem that many people believe the Pombero to be a creature that truly exists, and so many people also believe this video to be real. But from the blurry quality alone, I do believe this could have been hoaxed, with the help of a decent costume. But then again, most paranormal hoaxes can be achieved with the use of all kinds of tricks and effects. Maybe this is what an authentic Pombero encounter would look like. Let me know what you guys think this is. One Entity Paranormal Investigators Worldwide is a YouTube channel that specializes in uploading videos relating to paranormal investigations, as the title suggests. Their channel has plenty of videos on it, but perhaps the most chilling has to be one that sees the crew venturing to the eerie Drakelow tunnels in Kidderminster, United Kingdom. In the video, we can see the channel owners doing some sort of Ouija board-esque ritual that seems to be going fairly smoothly for quite a long time. However, as you can probably expect, that doesn't stay that way for too long. See what happens when these people continue to attempt making contact with a spirit that may be in the area.
If you're the same spirit as before, the man, come forward and shake that table, because Michaela's waiting for you.
We're using you as bait now.
She wants you. Yeah, it's vibrating.
Yes.
Come on.
Come towards me again.
Look at her. She's waiting for you. She's beautiful.
Yeah, come on, get rid of me.
Go towards him and get rid of it. Oh, orb.
Walk towards me. You need to take one finger off at a time just to like...
Go for it. Go for it. Come on. Go on. Are we going for Ben, is he? Or is he going for Michaela? Here we go. Come on. You can do better than that. Come on. Show us your power. Show us. Go on. Go for it. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Go to Michaela. Go on. Go on, go for it.
Lift the table up.
Oh dear, up. Okay.
How many
Come on. This is amazing. Come on.
Just try and keep one finger on it at least at a time,
Yeah.
so that.
Well, turn your fingers over as well. Go for it. Come on. Walk, walk. Come on. Can you go on one leg like you did before?
Go on one leg.
Can you go on one leg? Come on, you can do it.
Fingers in the same place.
Go on. Go on one leg.
You can do this. That's it. We're going round.
Can you stand on two legs? Can you? Oh, all right. Okay.
I'm not on. I'm not on.
That's perfect. Hang on. Well done. Can you carry on?
Anything?
Don't stop there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't stop.
Put your fingers back on. Okay.
Go for it.
For a very long time, the table can be seen shaking around rather violently while the uploaders continue to talk to the spirit. Amazingly though, these people don't sound scared in the slightest bit, but honestly rather amused by the whole situation. It's remarkable how they were able to put on brave faces and do their best to make contact with the spirit, and by the looks of it, they certainly did. It is often said by many people that animals can sometimes be even smarter than us humans. Whether it's a dog or a cat, sometimes these animals can sense something is amiss when we cannot. This video uploaded to YouTube by the channel Happy Fox Productions is a good example of this happening. The uploader states that the following clip was recorded when his mom and him were on vacation together, but they had to leave their pet cats at home for the trip. They did hire a house sitter to come by every once in a while to check up on the cats, as well as the house. After the uploader and his mother returned home, they decided to check the security camera footage and were appalled when they saw this. After this, the uploader said that after the camera panned over, it stayed that way until they returned home from the trip. When they returned home, both of their cats tried to dart out the front door as soon as they got back. But obviously still concerned, the channel owner decided to tinker with the brightness of the footage. This is what he found. After reviewing the footage, it seems apparent that there was some sort of shadow figure moving around the house, and it clearly caught the attention of both cats. Not only is this footage scary, but it just goes to show how smart and attentive your pets really are. Our first video, which was actually a live stream, comes to us from a YouTube channel known as Horror Museum and features an interesting and very long paranormal investigation that is literally feature length. So if any of you are interested, I do recommend checking it out in full. Without a doubt, the creepiest and most unexplainable event in the video happens at around the 1 hour and 15-minute mark. It seems as though the uploader and a friend or crew member are trying to make contact with the dead with the help of a Ouija board, when suddenly something from the corner of the room catches their eye and baffles them. Take a look.
No, se me hace que en vivo no se ve. Mira mi celular. Quita tu luz. Mira mi celular. Mira mi celular. Mira mi celular. Mira. Mira. Mira, en persona se ve.
Sí se ve, sí se ve. Se ve acá,
No manches, no manches, no manches, no manches, no manches.
Se ve acá. ¿Qué es eso?
¿Sí se ve?
¿Qué es eso?
¿Sí
Cierra la sesión.
Cierra la sesión.
¿Será la persona?
No sé. ¿Qué es esa luz?
No tengo idea.
¿Qué es esa luz?
Descansa. No, apágala, apágala, apágala. Hay que guiarnos.
No me puedo ir a oscuras.
Vuelve a donde perteneces.
¿Qué es esa luz?
No puedes venir con nosotros. Adiós. Cerró la sesión y ya no se vio.
Ya no está.
After this happens, the channel owners attempt to find out where exactly this mysterious light of fire is coming from, but they don't seem to be able to find anything.
¿Qué fue?
Mira como si saliera de aquí, de este hoyo.
No sé, pero yo lo veía en esto.
¿Qué fue? ¿Fuiste tú? Sí.
Camina, no te quedes atrás.
No sé si se vio en la transmisión, pero clarito. Lo vi yo en
¿Qué fue eso, viste? Era una resplandecencia como si fuera fuego.
Sí.
What could have possibly caused such a strange event? If you have any theories on this, I would love to hear what they are in the comment section down below. The YouTube channel known as The Haunted Side has traveled to countless interesting locations that are allegedly haunted and have conducted investigations to see if they can capture anything scary on camera, and have been doing so to entertain their subscribers for quite a long time now. In one of their videos, the crew heads on out to the Victor Hotel, located in Victor, Colorado. There isn't supposed to be anybody in the hotel that day besides themselves, and the hotel is actually closed when they arrive, meaning no outsider could just wander in. Back in the day, the hotel was a makeshift hospital as well as a makeshift morgue, both of which were on the 4th floor. One of the rooms, room 406, was used to store bodies in the winter. During the investigation, the Haunted Side attempts to make contact with one of the dead miners that worked on the hotel, named Eddie. It is said that Eddie fell to his death from the 3rd floor after he stepped into an empty elevator shaft and fell tragically to his death. While standing outside of Eddie's room, one of the crew members points the camera right at the door, and it isn't long before he starts to hear something absolutely chilling. Have a listen.
You hear me, Eddie? I can legit hear someone walking around in here. Whoa! Here it comes. You hear me, Eddie? I can legit hear someone walking around in here.
It sounded like even the elevator door shut.
That's what I thought it was at first. I thought something happened with the elevator, and I was at 406, and I heard, and it sounded like it came from this side of the hallway, because I was at the other end of the hall.
The footsteps are definitely creepy, but the banging noise is even more terrifying because the sound would be reminiscent of how Eddie fell to his death all those years ago. Later on, the crew members are walking around the aforementioned makeshift morgue room when they hear something tumble down the stairs.
What the hell was that? What was that?
Something fell down the stairs.
That was loud.
Where did that come from?
There's not a table over here.
That's the Bible, dude.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you.
Almost fell down the stairs. Oh.
A couple of minutes later, one of the guys, Patrick, is just about to start a sensory deprivation test when suddenly, something incredibly odd can be heard. Listen closely.
So the reason we're doing this is because this elevator shaft is where somebody fell to their death. So Patrick is going to see if he can communicate with the person who died there.
Well, weird. I just got a dizzy feeling again too. Weird. I just got a dizzy feeling again too. Dude.
After this, the crew hears yet another bizarre noise that startles absolutely everyone. It sounds like it could be the old rustic elevator moving around, but as they point out, the elevator didn't move an inch. So what could it have been? And watch here. This sound can be heard by everyone in the group, not just one person.
Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hope that's them. I don't even know what that sound was. The elevator didn't even come up.
I hope that's them moving. Is that you guys moving the elevator? No. What the hell was that?
Are you trying? I just got really dizzy again.
We have no idea. I don't know if he can hear us or not.
They then proceed to discuss just how weird and unexplainable this whole situation is, and decide to head upstairs to document some more things, when out of nowhere, this happens.
Me.
Again.
That's the sound we heard.
Dude, look.
Can you do that again?
And look,
It hasn't said a word.
And it's not saying it right now.
Afterward, they are all gathered in one room on the top floor, and two more things are able to spook them, but not quite enough to leave yet. Take a look and see.
Let's head back down the staircase.
Coat, percent, bar. That one.
What the hell was that?
Nowhere near that.
That was loud. Percent, bar. That one.
What the hell was that?
Heard. Numb.
Heard? What was that? That wasn't the refrigerator because they don't make that kind of noise.
Is it just one or the other?
Yeah, that was good.
Like literally look.
What?
The thing is moving.
No.
It's moving.
Okay. Yeah, turn.
One or the other.
Yeah, that was good.
Like literally look.
What?
The thing is moving.
No.
It's moving.
Door to the cabinet?
Dress.
Lights going back on. That was moving.
Did it?
I got it on here moving.
Me.
Me?
Eventually, however, they enter the elevator and are a few minutes away from calling it a day and leaving. But seeing as how the elevator definitely has quite the terrifying past, you'd expect something to happen while they're in it, right? Well, if you thought that, then you are 100% correct. Watch this terrifying moment while they are all huddled in together.
Eddie, are you coming through here right now? What if we just saw shadows
Just
fall
fall.
through? What the hell was that? It has not done that.
No. It felt like something hit this thing.
It felt like something
The whole thing
hit
shook.
it. It felt like something hit it. What if we just saw shadows
Just
fall
fall.
through?
What
the hell was that?
The Victor Hotel is without a doubt one of the most chilling and mysterious haunted locations I have seen videos on in quite a long time. Also, this video begs the question, was the ghost of Eddie making his presence known throughout this investigation? Was this a setup? Let me know what your thoughts on this situation are in the comments below. A man simply named Curtis published this very eerie YouTube video to his channel on July 6th, 2012, and showcases a terrifying paranormal investigation being conducted by the Michigan Ghost Watchers in a place known as the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, located in Louisville, Kentucky. Right away, you'll notice that the footage is incredibly grainy in nature, but don't worry, because what you're about to witness will definitely make up for the video's picture quality. Have a look and see for yourself. If you thought just one shadow figure would be creepy, then you probably didn't expect there to be multiple shadow people walking the halls of the sanatorium in this video. But as you just saw, that seems to be exactly what happened. And if you think about it, the fact that these figures appeared in a sanatorium makes sense because certainly many people have inhabited the place throughout the years, and inevitably some have died. Are these some of the previous inhabitants lurking around the halls? Is this just a trick of the camera? Let me know what you think down in the comments. On October 21st, 2020, a man on YouTube known as Fred Mercury shared this creepy and unsettling video which seems to show something bizarre in his own house. Throughout the video, Fred takes us on a little tour of his house and begins to explain a creepy situation that he has been experiencing recently. So far, at this point in the footage, we can't really see anything amiss in Fred's house. But that all changes within a matter of seconds as he begins to continue talking to the camera and walking around his house. Take a look at this.
Amigos, son las 1:26 de la madrugada y estoy solo. Ya van 3 veces que me tocan la puerta a mi casa y relativamente pues yo estoy solo, pero pues la verdad es que sí me da miedo. La neta no sé ni qué onda en mi casa y pues sí me da un chingo de miedo. Les juro. No mames, vete a la verga. No mames, no mames. No mames. Vete a la verga. No, neta, vete a la verga, vete a la verga. Se acaba de caer esta madre. No mames. No mames, no mames.
Even though it was something as simple as a figure coming off of a bookshelf and a door closing on its own, it is certainly all the evidence you would need to want to get out of your house immediately. And by the looks of it, Fred did seem legitimately scared as he quickly moved away from the scene as soon as he noticed what happened directly in front of him. Because this video was uploaded not even a full month ago, Fred has not uploaded any sort of follow-up video with any updates. But hopefully he does, because this is the type of video that definitely needs an explanation. Prosperity School is located in Prosperity, Missouri, and is said to house some strange paranormal activity inside. The school used to be a place of learning for many students in the small town, but since its abandonment, it is now a place seemingly inhabited by eerie spirits, as this YouTube video by user Jupiter71 suggests. Let's take a look and see what was captured in this particular piece of footage. This is definitely one of the more interesting pieces of paranormal footage I have seen in quite a long time. Not only can we see what looks to be a ghostly boy in the school, but some people even point out that it looks like the spirit might be sitting on the chair as well. After a few seconds though, the figure seemingly vanishes from sight just in the snap of a finger. This is definitely a short video, but the fact that we can see what looks to be a ghostly boy moving around in this abandoned school is very unsettling. We have already talked about it for our number 5 entry at the beginning of today's video, but the fact that this last video takes place at the Waverly Hills Sanatorium just goes to show you that the place is truly haunted and is full of spirits who seem to be roaming the halls. This particular footage was uploaded by the YouTube channel Scream Paranormal in August of 2013 and sees the crew exploring the second floor of the sanatorium. The crew states in the title card at the start of the video that at the time, nobody saw anything while exploring the area that day. However, after getting back and reviewing the footage, they were shocked when they noticed this. Did you see it? If not, I don't really blame you, as you have to know exactly where you are looking, and also, the figure is definitely hard to see in general. But if you look at the end of the hallway, you should be able to make out what appears to be some sort of full body apparition walking into frame before disappearing completely. Although this video is several years old, we still don't have any concrete explanation as to what this strange figure was, or whether or not this footage is authentic. But what do you think? Is this a real paranormal entity roaming the halls of the sanatorium? Do you think it's just a person that happened to be there at the same time as the camera crew? Be sure to leave all your ideas in the comments. Twitter user Aubrey Beatrice took to the platform to share this extremely creepy video. It may be a short clip clocking in at just 11 seconds in length, but sometimes the weirdest videos aren't the lengthiest. Aubrey explains, quote, "We filmed a scene for our Elle Feely Play trailer in the control room of our auditorium. After this happened, we were too scared to continue the taping. Rewatching this even years later, observing every detail, I still can't find a scientific explanation." End quote. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the bizarre footage that Aubrey captured that day.
Go! Knock, 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 go! Fin, labi ko diretso siya. Fin, nagbukas? Go! Knock, 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 go! Fin, labi ko diretso siya. Fin, nagbukas?
Although it sort of appears as though the woman behind the door opened it, that is actually not the case. Furthermore, by enhancing and slowing down the footage, it is possible to see a creepy looking face hiding in the darkness behind the woman.
Go! Knock, 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 go! Fin, labi ko diretso siya. Fin, nagbukas?
Obviously, because we couldn't see what was going on from the other woman's point of view, we will just have to take her word and assume that she didn't open the door. But the fact that Aubrey is convinced all these years later that this door opened all by itself is incredibly weird. Was it an eerie ghost behind her that did it? Let's just hope that one day Aubrey will get the explanation that she definitely needs.
Go! Knock, 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 go! Fin, labi ko diretso siya. Fin, nagbukas?
On July 7th, 2009, a man named Billy Smith went out exploring the haunted Sorrel Weed House, somewhere within Savannah, Georgia. Although the video is definitely grainy due to the fact that it is 11 years old, it is still a truly eerie video and one that will creep you right out. The uploader insists that there was absolutely nobody else around the area at the time of the following incident, and says that only his car was parked nearby, nobody else's. He says that if somebody pulled up to the location, he definitely would have noticed it. Let's take a look and see the strange incident that unfolds. Even the biggest skeptics are going to have a hard time explaining the ghostly figure walking down the steps before vanishing into thin air. Billy describes the figure that he saw as a woman dressed in a black full antebellum style dress and clutching a cape at her breast, walking across a porch. So what do you think this figure was? Was it a ghostly woman making an appearance late at night? Was this just a person wandering around that Billy didn't notice earlier on? Or is this just one big hoax? Be sure to let me know all of your theories in the comment section. Nick Karadamos and a couple of his friends can be seen wandering around an old and abandoned hospital that they work at, that was built in 1915 in this TikTok video published on July 9th, 2020. It's made clear from the opening of the video that something has recently captured their curiosity as they start to pull out their cameras and begin to search the area to see if they can spot any paranormal activity. Lucky for Nick and his friends, or unlucky depending on how you view things, they don't have to wait long to get anything creepy on camera.
You see it. You see it. It had arms. No, those are arms.
Oh my god! Oh my god, it's a real person.
No, those are arms now. No, those are arms. No, those are arms.
Guys, I can't get out of the wrong spot.
No, no. I don't care. Those are arms.
She has the gun hat on, I see it. That's fucking arms. She's looking at it.
Skeptic or not, it is definitely hard to dispute the fact that you can see somebody watching Nick and his friends from a higher up window. Whether this person is a shadow figure, a ghost, or just an average person has never fully been answered. Many commenters on this particular TikTok video are thinking that somebody could have wandered in the building and got lost, or it could be a homeless person. If you head on over to Nick's TikTok account, there hasn't been any follow-up video to this particular one published to his page. So for right now, we will have to think for ourselves what happened directly after Nick filmed that chilling video. A YouTube channel by the name of A King published a video on November 19th, 2020, asking his subscribers to help him determine whether or not the footage he uploaded is real or fake. The following footage was recorded back in May of 2020 at the Eagle's Nest Hotel in Quincy, Illinois. Apparently, workers at the hotel have stated on numerous occasions that the place has had many strange things occur within. One worker responded to a complaint about missing items from a cart, so he went over to the security camera room to review footage and was shocked to see this. I can only imagine the jolt of fear the employee must have gotten upon seeing this bizarre and eerie figure making a sudden and short appearance in the security camera footage. It almost looks like the spirit of a young boy running out to the cart, taking something and moving back to where he came from. So this video begs the question, what was the strange shadow-like figure in the footage? Was this a ghostly child, a trick of the lights, or was this all a setup? Let me know in the comments. Dave Explores is a fascinating YouTube channel that documents the various paranormal footage recorded by Dave that often follows him as he ventures out to explore abandoned buildings, forests, and more. His channel will be a great watch for people looking to get their horror fix, but one of the creepiest videos on his channel is the one uploaded on October 1st, 2020, which sees Dave exploring the Coneen Ghost House, located in the United Kingdom, late at night. The video is over 45 minutes long, so if you want a deep dive into this exploration, then I recommend you check out the full video. But for today, let's focus on the most eerie element of Dave's video. At around the 41-minute mark, we watch as a ground camera picks up something very bizarre and chilling at the same time. Watch this.
So we have moved into the room that had the symbols. There's one symbol here, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, and there is another symbol against the back wall here. What we're going to do is get necrophonic on the go again. Is there anybody within here who would like to make contact with us? Hello. How many spirits is with us? Can you make a noise around us? Let us know of your presence. Is there anything that you would like to be able to tell us? Have you got a message for us?
Rainbow
call it a day on this necrophonic session, guys.
At first, I thought that the figure could have been nothing more than just a shadow or perhaps a bat, but that couldn't be possible considering the fact that this particular area of the Coneen Ghost House has no lights and no windows, and I'm not sure a bat would be able to fly this fast. This camera picked up something remarkable, undoubtedly. It's just a question of what exactly it was. We may never know the definitive answer. A man on YouTube known as Sherman MC shared the following chilling footage filmed in a chapel located in Marinilla, Antioquia. Although it is unknown as to why Sherman was near the chapel so late at night in the first place, that isn't the most important part, but it is definitely something to think about. The clip starts off with him saying, quote, "Look, look, look in the opening leading to the burial," end quote. From here he says, quote, "That's really crazy," end quote, and begins to wonder as to what it is he is looking at. So what could possibly be so startling? Well, thanks to Sherman's footage, we know what it is. Take a look at this.
Cabrón, güey, cabeza le entierro, vea.
Está muy loco, Piro.
Marica, oye, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? Ni tú se vio.
Sí, algo se movió,
Acá está grabado, ¿no? Ay, ¿sí o no? Esto acá está grabado. Ojo, muestre. Que la cara.
Many people in the comment section of this upload seem to be convinced regarding the authenticity of this footage, and it is not hard to see why. Some people suggest that it could be a ghostly nun making an appearance, which doesn't seem far-fetched at all, considering that this apparition is seen in a chapel. Of course, as with any video like this, it is entirely possible that this is either fake or just not a paranormal entity. But it is also possible that Sherman captured a ghostly nun on camera, and the evidence is on YouTube. Most people purchase a dash camera for safety purposes in case they get into some sort of collision. They are not purchased in the preparation of catching a paranormal entity while driving your vehicle. However, Reddit user jbronson5 took to the Ghost subreddit to show a piece of dashcam footage that seems to suggest that is exactly what was captured. In the post, Jay Bronson explains, quote, "My brother's friend caught this on his dashcam. I just want opinions to see if this is real or not. It was recorded the other night." End quote. So, without further delay, let's take a look at the dashcam footage in question and see what was recorded. The people in the vehicle at the time sound petrified when they suddenly notice what appears to be a person standing in the middle of the road. What makes this even weirder though is that if you rewind the footage, the person does not appear in the road ahead of time, they simply seem to appear out of thin air. As soon as the driver and the passenger notice the person, they start to panic and freak out, but unfortunately, that is where the video ends. Commenters seem to be in agreement that it 100% looks like a person appearing in the road. But how? Was this person somehow there all along and we just couldn't see them? Or was this a ghostly spirit making a sudden and horrifying appearance? This video also seems to eerily resemble the urban legend of the vanishing hitchhiker. So what was this? I'll let you decide. Reddit user Isaac2406 shared a video online and said that he filmed the following footage a couple of years ago at his workplace. Near the entrance or exit, a tall shadow figure can be seen looking as if it is about to leave the building, and judging by the look of it, it certainly looks like one.
The f is this, man?
I honestly cannot come up with another logical explanation as to what this could be, and it appears as if the Reddit user also has no ideas. Keep in mind that this video was filmed at 3 AM, meaning that there probably wasn't anybody in the building, and if you look at the background, there's absolutely nobody else in the frame. So is this a shadow figure? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Over on the paranormal subreddit, a user named Bad Carrie posted a link to a short YouTube video, but first they gave a brief description that provides us with a bit of context regarding the video that we are about to watch. Quote, "This video is from a camera set up in my ex's bedroom. It is set so that it only records motion if it is detected." End quote. Bad Carrie then explains that during this one particular night, they got a notification that the camera did indeed capture motion, and when the uploader looked at the footage, they were surely horrified. I don't blame them.
Rewind it. It didn't even pick up that motion. Rewind it. It didn't even pick up that motion.
Sometimes in shadow figure sighting videos, the figure in question can be relatively hard to spot, but that is clearly not the case with this particular clip. The shadow figure looks like a large, threatening presence, and absolutely not something you would want to see on your home security camera or up close in person. Bad Carrie says that their daughter, stepmom, and their daughter's boyfriend have all felt strange and uncomfortable while living there, and they haven't been able to explain why. They have apparently also had issues with lights turning on all by themselves, and not being able to turn them off afterward. Additionally, they have allegedly heard voices coming from the daughter's room when she isn't actually home. So who could have possibly been making those noises? And what is that shadow figure doing inside their home? It's unlikely we will ever find out. I would think it's safe to assume that most of us have a bizarre feeling when we are driving late at night down a dark and seemingly deserted road. You feel a little bit of comfort knowing that you're inside a vehicle and not actually outside, but you still have a strange and indescribable feeling in your stomach. That's probably the exact same feeling that this YouTuber was feeling when he was driving down this dark road on November 6th, 2013 at 5 in the morning. He said he was driving to a camping site located in Oakham, Massachusetts, when he suddenly saw something that chilled his blood cold. Take a look. This is without a doubt one of the last things you would want to see while driving alone late at night, but unfortunately for this YouTuber, that's exactly what he ended up seeing. Dressed in a long white robe and walking off to the side of the road, this woman may not have any sinister intentions, but it is genuinely impossible to tell her true nature. Maybe she's lost and needs some help finding her way back to some place, or perhaps she did have sinister intentions and was waiting for somebody to pull off the side of the road to stop and talk to her. Was this just a woman on the side of the road, or an actual ghost? Either way you look at it, this is a truly creepy piece of footage. Ring cameras are one of the most popular home security devices that millions of Americans have as a safety precaution. Perhaps somebody will try to break into your home, but with a doorbell camera, you can get live video updates that will show you who is on your property at any given time. This woman named Tammy Jackson probably got her Ring camera for the exact same reasons, but what she ended up capturing late one night on December 4th, 2019 is probably the last thing she ever expected to capture on camera. Off to the right-hand side of the screen, a massive ghostly apparition can be seen moving its way across Tammy's lawn, before eventually disappearing into thin air. Shortly afterwards, it seems as though the figure triggers the light sensors. It's a short video, but one that will leave you wondering what exactly Tammy captured on this cold winter's day. Was it actually a ghost that was walking across her lawn? Is it some sort of camera glitch? Or is it all a hoax? Be sure to tell me your thoughts in the comments below. This video, uploaded to YouTube by a man named Eric Glosser, was filmed at the infamously haunted and eerie Waverly Hills Sanatorium, located in Louisville, Kentucky. It isn't referred to as one of the scariest places in the world for no reason, as Glosser's video is a great demonstration of why it has such an infamous reputation. In the video, which was filmed all the way back in 2011, we see what appears to be the dark and dreary hallways of the Waverly Hills Sanatorium late at night. For a few moments, there appears to be nothing out of the ordinary here. The place looks to be creepy, but nothing actually scary happens, right? Well, you'd be wrong. All of a sudden, something bizarre appears that will creep you out. Take a look and see for yourself. Although it moves by in a very quick motion, if you slow down the footage a little bit, you should see what seems to be some sort of small child, or rather a small ghostly child, running down the corridor at an inhumanly fast speed. I can't imagine how eerie it must have been for these investigators to review the footage later on and notice this strange entity in the sanatorium with them. Let's just hope that they don't go back to investigate the place anymore. Who knows, maybe the same entity will be waiting for their return. A YouTube channel known as Anonymous1 uploaded a video to their channel on September 19th, 2020. That showcases something very bizarre and downright creepy happening within their home. The video starts off with a view of what appears to be the homeowner's living room area, which is being filmed via a security camera. Sometimes in videos like these, you'll see something like a plate being thrown across the room or cabinet opening by itself. But not this one. In fact, this is one video where you genuinely cannot miss what you're supposed to be looking at. Watch this. I have honestly never seen anything like this on any sort of paranormal video, and it's quite baffling as to what exactly happened. Surely the uploader has no idea as well, seeing as how he uploaded it online for all to see. It's just a shame that the video only has a little over 5,200 views. Because the more opinions we have from the public, the better chance we have at getting an answer. If you think you know what happened in this footage, be sure to leave your ideas in the comments below. The Ancient Ram Inn is a historical landmark located in Watton-under-Edge, England. The building is supposed to be a fun and exciting place to go out with your friends and loved ones, but instead, it unfortunately has a reputation for being one of the creepiest inns you can visit. Despite the fact that the inn is still open to this day, it doesn't mean that there aren't any potential spirits roaming the halls of the place, as evidenced by this video uploaded to YouTube by a man named Chris Howley, who says that the footage was recorded back in 2006.
What about a man? Is there a man in here with us?
Take a look at the camera bag on the ground near the lower left corner of the screen.
What about a man? Is there a man in here with us? What about a man? Is there a man in here with us? What about a man? Is there a man in here with us?
The way it was seemingly pulled upward looks very weird and unnatural. Much like the previous entries on this list, it's a shame that the video doesn't even have 500 views, because still to this day, it seems as though nobody can provide a good answer as to what exactly happened in this video. By now, it's definitely no secret that the Waverly Hills Sanatorium is by far one of the creepiest and most haunted places in the world that paranormal investigators love to go to in the hopes of getting evidence on camera. It seems as though a YouTube channel called Western Pennsylvania Paranormal Hunters had the same sort of idea, as seen throughout this video uploaded to their channel in 2014 with a little over 130 views. In the video, we can hear one of the channel owners talking out loud, potentially trying to make contact with one of the spirits nearby. But he doesn't have to wait too long, because something happens in the windows that he didn't see. But you should be able to make it out if you look hard enough.
Will we debunk its angle away? No, we can't debunk the beginning of it.
You said that,
Will we debunk its angle away? No, we can't debunk the beginning of it.
You said that,
The channel owners say that they are just as confused and creeped out as we all are, and are asking for any ideas as to what this strange apparition could possibly be. Is it a ghost roaming in the halls of the building? A person? The chances of it being a ghost are quite high, seeing as how the Waverly Hills Sanatorium is notorious for being haunted by spirits. Recently, a spooky Snapchat video was released by a woman in which a strange figure can be seen in the same room as her, but she claims she was alone. Take a look. It's hard to find the original source of this video, as it has apparently been circulating all over the internet, but it's still pretty creepy, at least if what she's saying is true. Let's take another look, zoomed in and slowed down. It almost looks like a cultist has somehow made their way into her home, but whether or not it's real is up for you to decide. Since there's not much backstory to go from, it's hard to come up with a proper conclusion, so for now it'll just remain a mystery. This video, uploaded on November 4th, 2010 by Stephen Byrne, appears to show some sort of paranormal activity. He writes in the description, quote, "Recording of knocking on our bedroom door in a 100-year-old holiday cottage in Ireland at 12:40 in the morning. The only people in the cottage were myself, my girlfriend, who was laying beside me, and my son, who was fast asleep in the next room, as I checked twice. Early on the night, a door opened twice whilst we were watching TV." End quote. Take a look.
My heart's going fucking 100 miles an hour. It's taking a piss now. Do 3 knocks. 3. Do 4 knocks. Fuck, my heart is going.
As is pretty clear, 3 knocks can be heard on the door right after he asked the supposed ghost to knock 3 times. That's pretty creepy. If we are to believe his story, then only a ghost could be doing the knocking, because his son was apparently asleep and the only others around were him and his girlfriend. Once again, it could easily be faked if someone was standing outside the room, but that's not to say it was. Perhaps this was a real paranormal experience caught on camera. What you're about to see is the very first video captured in Denmark that I've ever featured on my channel. As some of you know, I'm from Denmark myself, so it's pretty special to me that I finally found something from my home country. The video was caught in 2005 on the night of Fastelavn, which is a carnival tradition in Northern Europe, in which people dress up in costumes and hit the cat out of the barrel, which is basically just a barrel full of candy. But back to the video. It was caught between 11:46 PM and 1:26 AM. They explored an abandoned house in which, according to rumors, a father drowned his daughter, According to the uploader of the video, René Høyer Jacobsen, what you're about to see is the original footage and nothing was edited. He wrote the following in the description, quote, "When we were curious, we took a trip out to the house at night with only a flashlight and a video camera. We were 4 boys who went out there. We saw nothing at the house that night. We could only feel a presence. Only when we arrived back home, when we saw the movie afterwards, we were shocked. We didn't know what we should do with our film. So we contacted a film company here in Denmark who has cut the film together and put it on the web, both on their own website and here on YouTube." End quote. Now take a look at the spooky video. I'll translate the video and provide English subtitles for the most important parts.
Hvad er I siger? Hvordan har hun bestået jer? Hun er bedrukket. Kan badekar? Det er mig her. Skal vi her? Nej, jeg går ikke ind. Det er lort der. Går du med, Michael? Ja, jeg går med. Jeg har fået noget i håret. Hvad så du? Jeg ved ikke. Ej, jeg har fået et eller andet. Jeg kan mærke et eller andet. Prøv lige at gå væk. Som om det drypper ned i hovedet på mig, mand. Ja. Rolig. Igen, rolig. Så prøver vi lige igen. Rolig igen. Rolig. Hold lige den her. Rolig. Jeg kan ikke fordrage det her, mand. Men hvad fanden skete der? Jeg ved det ikke. Der er noget inde i stuen. Jeg går ikke derind. Michael. Hvor? Skal vi køre, dreng? Ja. Vi kører.
Prøv at spole lidt længere tilbage. Der er pigen. Hun kommer der. Der var hovedet. Prøv igen, igen. En gang til, flere en gang til. Der var hun. Se hovedet, det kigger på dig nu. Hendes øje der. Fy for helvede. Prøv at kigge. Prøv at kigge. Vi vil tegne et billede op på skærmen. Se øjnene og håret tydeligt. Ja, imens jeg filmer, så lå det ikke. Nu lader den blive her. Her er helt tydeligt en lille pige på 4 år, der går forbi Kenneth. Det er helt tydeligt et spøgelse, vi har med at gøre her. Et tydeligt set øje, der kigger på dig. Kig på øjet her, det er tydeligt at se. Hun har pupillen der. Det er for uhyggeligt. Det er for uhyggeligt.
What you're seeing at the end of the video is them reviewing the footage and filming it on a TV screen to get a closer look. That's why the ghost face appears out of nowhere. It was taken from the original footage and enhanced, and the video taken of the TV screen is paused to be able to see the ghost girl more clearly, and the conversation continues in the background. The music is of course added to make it even scarier. I felt I needed to explain the structure of the video for those who were confused by it. With all that info out of the way, let's talk about how scary this is. According to rumors, what they caught on camera could very well be the ghost of the girl who was drowned by her father. And to think they were lucky or unlucky enough to catch her on camera inside the now abandoned house is very creepy. That's to say if it's real, which I obviously can't confirm. I'm sure the video, along with the spooky backstory, is enough to keep many people sleepless at night. In May of 2012, a man filmed in the woods behind his house for 5 minutes because there was an energy there, which I suppose means that he wanted to capture ghosts on camera. He had seen a ghost girl in this area several times, but had never filmed her. Luckily for him, he managed to catch her on camera this time around. Take a look at the video and make sure to look at the left side of the video. Let's take another look enhanced. He claims that the camera failed right after the ghost sighting, which of course seems suspicious, But if he were to hoax it, why would he then cut the video right after the alleged ghost appears? He could have just kept filming after the sighting. That could be a reason why it's real. That and the fact that it's a very compelling piece of footage that would be hard to fake. Firstly, the ghost girl appears behind the tree. Secondly, the camera is moving, which would also make this a lot harder to hoax. Whatever you think, I found this one to be quite eerie. Who knows what happened to this girl, since she still wanders the woods. YouTube channel Navagon uploaded a video of a guy singing and another guy playing the guitar inside a room. The guy filming pans back and forth between the two musicians, but what they probably didn't expect was something strange appearing in the window behind them. A figure resembling a human can very clearly be seen in the window. As the camera pans back to the window, it's nowhere to be seen. Take a look.
Λείπει μία χορδή. Δεν πειράζει, πάρε ένα
Άρα που ξυμνάμε όλα.
Κάπιτε.
Που ξυμνάμε τραγούδι του δρόμου.
Ένα τραγούδι του δρόμου.
Εκεί. 1, 2, 3, go.
Έλα ρε μαλάκα, πάμε.
Let's take another look, zoomed in and slowed down. Could this be a real ghost, or was it all just a hoax? It took me quite a while to find this supposed ghost in the window, but when I finally saw it, I was quite surprised and creeped out, because it's the sort of thing you just don't notice at first. Could it just be a person standing on top of an object to appear taller, or was it something far more sinister? Let me know what you guys think. Evox on Twitter recently tagged me in a tweet that went a bit viral. He said that the CCTV footage was caught on the security cameras of a store near his house. His grandma used to own the building, so when the new owner saw the video, he immediately sent it to them. Evox also stated that it couldn't be outside lights, because there's no windows in the room. After tagging me, I decided to contact him privately. He gave me the following information, quote, "Also, the original owners kept their kids' toys in a storage area that used to exist under the stairs. And according to my grandma who bought it from the original owners, they sold it because their child passed away and they wanted a fresh start. The way it leaps over the staircase and seems to go under the stairs makes me think maybe it's the ghost of the kid and he's looking for something to play with." End quote. From the information gathered, it would seem like this could possibly be the ghost of a child. It's certainly a compelling piece of footage, and going by the replies to this tweet, it would seem that many others believe this to be a real ghost sighting. What do you guys think? A Twitch streamer known as D-Drac is a relatively unknown personality on the platform that typically live streams to his fans playing the popular fighting game Mortal Kombat 11. During one particular stream in April of 2021, something incredibly odd happened during one of Drac's streams. Take a look at this. Although he may be all smiles when he goes to check the door, it is possible that he was laughing as a way to cover up the terror and uneasiness building inside of him. He says that when his commenters told him there was somebody behind the door, he simply did not believe them, and to be fair, I wouldn't believe it either. He brushes these comments off as crazy, but when he reviewed the footage later on, he was shocked to see that his fans were right. Somebody dressed in all white seems to be hiding right behind his door. But it begs the question, why does this person suddenly disappear into thin air as soon as Drag goes to check the door? Is this some sort of a ghostly apparition manifesting in Drag's room? Is this some sort of a trick? Or was this an extremely well-planned hoax? I'll leave that up to you to decide. Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill has quickly risen to be one of the most beloved and well-respected channels in the urban exploration community on the platform, with his highly in-depth and interesting videos that focus on him as he ventures out to various different abandoned and haunted places such as schools, churches, mansions, and more. In one video published to his channel on May 19th, 2021, Chris heads out to the St. Joseph Riverside Hospital located in Warren, Ohio, and as you probably expected, this place is allegedly haunted. As soon as Chris enters the building, it's immediately clear that this hospital has seen far better days. Debris lines the floor and the walls seem to be in rough shape, but it doesn't take long at all for something freaky to happen. Look at this. Afterward, Chris continues his exploration in the quiet hospital and seems to be lucky in that he doesn't come across anything creepy for a while, but that all changes close to the 30-minute mark. Upon hearing that strange noise, Chris has a look around the area but is unable to find where the source of the noise was coming from and decides to press on. Just a couple of minutes later, a couple more terrifying things happen that are completely unexplainable. Shortly after this, Chris decides to call it a day and leave the building, and I certainly don't blame him. Whether or not he will go back to the St. Joseph Riverside Hospital is up in the air, but one thing is for sure, it's definitely not the welcoming hospital that it once was. Urban legends and unknown entities are the topic of fascination for millions of people all around the world, especially for horror enthusiasts and those that like to specialize and do research in the realm of the paranormal. Without a shadow of a doubt, one of the most iconic urban legends ever known is that of the elusive Mothman. The Mothman is an eerie-looking creature that resides in the Point Pleasant area, and sightings of him were reportedly seen on November 12, 1966, all the way up until December 15, 1967. The first time anybody ever actually reported on a Mothman sighting was on November 16, 1966, in a newspaper titled The Point Pleasant Register, with the headline reading, quote, couple see man-sized bird, creature, something, end quote. Ever since then, those that are fascinated with the creature as mysterious as the likes of Bigfoot have been trying hard to find Mothman, to prove that he is real. However, it seems that YouTube user Ryan Christensen may have gotten lucky or unlucky depending on how you look at the situation. If he was attempting to find the Mothman, he got lucky. But if this video is what it seems, an accidental encounter, then this was surely a night that Christensen will never forget. As he is driving down a seemingly empty and dreary road at night, viewers that look closely may be able to make out the figure of the Mothman himself. If this video is indeed true, then this is, without a doubt, bone-chilling. And if it was a hoax, was it then achieved with the help of visual effects, or could the Mothman truly exist? This next video was uploaded by a YouTube channel going by the name of Clover Forest Creature. In this series of videos, there are two men that are seemingly hunting in a creepy and dark forest, attempting to find a creature that they saw previously. They mention how viewers of theirs believe that it could be the aforementioned Mothman, and the two shrug it off as no big deal, and continue to venture further into the seemingly endless forest, talking amongst one another about what they may find lying ahead of them. As the two walk ahead, one of the men explains that he has brought a knife with him in case things go down the wrong way. It is only a couple of seconds later in which the camera points upwards to reveal a pair of hair-raising red eyes looking in from somewhere deep in the forest, which causes the men to panic and to get down to the ground.
Yeah. Whoa, get down. Oh my god, that's it. I think so. Whoa. No, keep your light on it, keep your light on it. Oh shit, it's across the creek. Whoa. Holy shit. Well, I definitely don't think it's a bear anymore.
The pair then decide to walk across even further, attempting to get a good shot of the unknown creature. As they venture deeper, they begin to hear startling cracking noises coming from inside the woods, causing them to get even more panicked. Then, as the camera pans around, we then see the red eyes appear once more, and for a split second, you can even make out what appears to be a grey-colored head.
Oh, get down, it's right there. You know. Whoa. We gotta. This is why we're here. This is why we're here. We gotta get a good shot of this. What? Oh my god, it's gone. Just go. Okay. Oh.
Afterwards, the two men seemingly escape. It is pointed out by some commenters that it could just be somebody with a laser pointer, or staged altogether. But we may never know the true answer, as there was never a follow-up video, making it much more creepy than it already was. Sewers exist everywhere in the world and act as an artificial passage or pipe, usually located underground, that carries waste as well as water from sinks and toilets from buildings to a place where they can safely be disposed of. They're common everywhere, but you probably wouldn't expect them to be potentially creepy, would you? Well, as it turns out, a handful of people on YouTube and on Reddit have been experiencing some genuinely unnerving sounds coming from their nearby sewer systems, and they've got the evidence to prove it. Take a listen to these videos and try to see if you can pick up on all the eerie noises that have been audible in sewers recently. A lot of these videos require you to have your volume turned up relatively high so you can hear them. Normally, if this just happened in one sewer, it would certainly be creepy, but it wouldn't be anything to get too excited over. But the fact that this has been happening to a handful of people, as evidenced in those videos, definitely makes you wonder what could possibly be going on down in our sewer systems that we fail to recognize. Of course, these sounds could all turn out to be 100% normal and there's actually nothing to worry about. But at the same time, there's definitely something eerie about the sounds. It has been suggested that this is just an alarm system that tells people when the pipes are going to be flushed. That could fit for a few of these videos, but certainly not all of them, as there are some very different sounds in each of the videos. Are there terrifying creatures lurking around in the sewers without our knowledge? Are these normal sounds to be heard coming from a sewer system? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The Penhurst Asylum may be one of the most infamous places in the world for alleged paranormal sightings, as it has even been featured on this channel in the past. But today we will be focusing on an entry submitted to the Ghost subreddit by the user Wangenstein. I went to the Penhurst Asylum today, he explains. It's an abandoned mental asylum considered to be one of the most haunted places in the US. I started hearing weird noises, so I pulled out my phone. I caught something right at the end before I say, "What was that?" Let me know what you think.
How's the door opening? What was that? What was that? What was that?
The strange rustling noise startles the uploader and causes him to wonder what it was that he just heard. Obviously, it could just be something as easily explainable as another explorer in the building making a bit of noise. But it could also be scary video evidence of the sounds of ghosts living in the Penhurst Asylum. There's really no way of truly knowing because we don't see the source of the sound. When you take a job as a security guard, you understand the high risk that you are taking. Anything could happen at absolutely any moment, and you have to be prepared to handle the situation. However, some things may take these guards by complete surprise, as shown in this video uploaded to YouTube on April 5th, 2020. The video, which is filmed in a foreign country, features a security guard who can be heard saying something supposedly to the camera as he walks around the area that he is watching for the night. As he approaches what appears to be the bathroom area, he spots something that leaves him panicking and at a loss for words.
No mames, güey, necesito que alguien venga, güey. Se escuchan cosas, güey, y... No mames, Cuchi, güey. No seas ojete, güey. No mames. No mames, güey. Hay alguien, güey. A la verga. No mames. Su puta madre, güey. No mames. No mames. No mames.
For just a brief moment, you can see what some claim to be small ghost-like fingers wrapping around the wall, which is more than likely what this guard saw and got extremely frightened by. But in my opinion, this looks more like the creepy face of a ghost. I would like to think that most of us would have a similar reaction if the same thing happened to us, especially at night when you have nobody else around you to help. For many, one of the most fascinating creepy urban legends out there are those known as humanoids, small creatures that look human but are just slightly off, giving those that view them the chills. On the subreddit Humanoid Encounters, user XBeerSeekerX shared a video suggesting that he caught a humanoid on camera and wanted to share it with the world. The video, which was filmed in Saskatchewan, Canada, showcases somebody outside flashing their light on a certain area, seemingly waiting for something to happen to show the viewer. For a short while, nothing seems to happen. That is, however, until something incredibly bizarre and highly frightening starts to make an appearance on camera. Although nothing crazy happens here, this piece of footage will definitely make you question a lot of things. The creature that was caught on camera here certainly looks small enough to be a humanoid, and since it is as small as it is, what else could it possibly be? This Reddit user may have just captured one of the most compelling videos, possibly proving their existence. A user named Sneaky Sucks shared the following video over on the Ghost subreddit explaining, "My friend and I drove past an old haunted school that is open to paranormal tours. This is what we saw after driving past the school 4 or 5 times.
Watch him be gone. He's still there.
He's still there.
What?
And he
is
hasn't
that?
moved.
What the?
Oh my god. He's still there.
What?
And he
is
hasn't
that?
moved.
I would like to think that most people would agree that seeing a strange shadow-like figure in the dead of night like that would scare even the toughest of people, regardless of where. Although it is never shown on camera when it happens. Before we get a clear view of the shadow figure, we can hear one woman say in English, "It moved."
He's still there.
What?
And he
is
hasn't
that?
moved.
Meaning it couldn't be something such as a statue or cardboard cutout. So what was it? Was it just a teacher or a superintendent working late and peering out the window? Or was this a shadow figure lurking through the halls of a school? I'll let you decide. Another post from my Sir Spooks subreddit. This one was published by the user Daskeletor 1298. The uploader explains, "My friend in North Shore, Massachusetts, is renovating a house to sell, and strange stuff started happening once renovation started. Take a look at this bizarre video and see if you can come up with any possible explanations."
Here's one for you. Just happened. Just happened.
At first, nothing seems too creepy. That is, however, until you notice that the supposed ceiling light starts to jangle around out of nowhere. It's quite strange, but it isn't the scariest thing that happens in this video. The uploader then cuts to a picture of what appears to be a man, whose face isn't possible to identify, standing in the home. This wouldn't be too creepy at all if this man was the one doing the renovations, but it isn't. As the uploader states, the picture at the end is something caught on camera in the house when no one was there. He also explains that all of the doors to the house were locked, making you wonder how this person was able to get inside the house. What are your theories? I would be greatly interested in hearing them all in the comment section down below. A user by the name of McHawkthorn shared the following clip over to my Sir Spooks subreddit, where I encourage you to share any scary videos you may have for a chance to be featured on videos like these. The title of this particular video reads, "Wait till the end, does anyone know where this is?" At the start, all seems perfectly normal as we watch a man braiding a woman's hair as she sits down and relaxes. We then see a group of people gathering around a campfire having a good time. However, it doesn't take too long for things to take a dark turn. One of the men is outside calling out the name Alexis, when immediately after, you can hear a woman screaming in the distance. Eventually, the man recording the incident gets to a tree and sees a lanky figure seemingly just sitting there, when all of a sudden, something terrifying happens. Take a look.
Oh, ow, man.
What? Did you hear something?
What?
Alexis?
Shit.
Alexis? Alexis? Shit. Wait. Okay, be careful.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Okay.
Guys.
Alexis.
Aiden, stop.
Okay.
Seeing as how the title of the video is asking, does anybody know where this is? It is safe to assume that there's never been an explanation posted anywhere online for this creepy video. Who knows what could have happened to this group of people if we are to presume this wasn't a hoax. Jumping back to TikTok again, the following video was published to the platform by John Vasquez 54, who says that he recorded this incident on his cousin's trail cam. He says that he captured proof that there is something out there we don't know about. Not long after the recording of the video begins, we can see a strange looking figure looming behind a deer before vanishing out of frame seconds later. The man filming sounds completely baffled by this and freaked out.
What the fuck is that? That is fucking creepy.
Judging by the looks of it, this figure sort of resembles that of the Flatwoods Monster, a folkloric creature that resides in West Virginia. The creature allegedly first appeared on the night of September 12, 1952, after a reported sighting of a bright object flying over the sky. What do you think was captured on this trail cam that night? Was it none other than the Flatwoods Monster, or was it something else? Be sure to leave all of your thoughts in the comment section below. A woman on TikTok named Raj says that her and her co-workers work the nighttime security shift at their job, starting at 8 PM to 8 AM the following morning. While on a rural road somewhere, Raj and her co-workers notice something eerie just off in the distance that only grows more terrifying the closer it gets by the second. Have a look.
When we work night security 8 PM to 8 AM and we see something coming at us at midnight.
How is that? Raylan!
The co-workers can be heard discussing the matter for a few seconds before the figure in question eventually gets quite close to the parking lot, which creeps Raj and her friends out significantly, and I don't blame her. The figure looks like it could be some sort of trespasser, which wouldn't be the scariest thing in the world, but then again, it also could be something far more sinister. Let's just hope that after this incident, the figure doesn't come back a second time around, because who knows what its intentions are. A video uploaded to the YouTube channel Paranormal Planet on June 20th, 2009 depicts an investigator and his cameraman as they venture inside an ancient cave located in the town of Hallstatt, Austria. The cave is allegedly millions of years old and is over 10,000 feet above sea level, according to the description of the upload. As soon as the duo enter the cave, things get a lot creepier from that point onward. Although nothing overtly creepy happens right away, the atmosphere and isolation inside alone can be eerie enough. But these two videographers are determined to explore the cave as much as they can, and so they press on. But it's not much longer until they find something truly creepy and baffling happening right before their very eyes. Take a look.
Someone climbing up the wall. It's an Iceman. It's a ghost. Jesus, what is that? Do you see that? Oh my God. It's climbing up the wall. I'm not kidding you. It's a ghost. Oh my God. It must be thousands of years old. Where'd it go?
Amazingly, instead of sounding scared or creeped out, the cameraman sounds quite fascinated and amazed more than anything else. It also appears that there are a number of other visitors exploring the same cave, but none of them seem to notice the figure climbing the walls. Just the videographer. So, what do you think? Is this authentic footage of some sort of ghostly figure climbing the walls of an ancient cave? Or is this just a piece of fake footage? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Devil's Hour Productions uploaded this video to their Paranormal YouTube channel on June 24th, 2020, which sees the channel owner going out to explore a creepy abandoned building known as the Higginsport School in Higginsport, Ohio. In the video, we can see the man that runs this channel, Matt, standing somewhere in the Higginsport School, attempting to make communication with a spirit that may be there with him. He starts to make an effort to convince the spirit to close one of the doors in the school for him. At first, it seems like his pleas don't work, until a moment later.
Come on. I'm here to be your voice. Let me be your voice to the people of Higginsport. Push the door, please. Just push the door. Thank you. Thank you. Wind is not even coming in here. It's not even in this area. I'll try and test something out with the wind here. Here's a leaf. I'm going to see if I can see this move. When this moves, will this leaf move? Will that leaf move erratically when that door gets shut? You need it on cue. Gain your energy right now. Just gain that energy. Push the door as hard as you can. The leaf not moving. The leaf is not moving that much at all. The leaf is not moving. The leaf is not moving. Okay, now it is. Okay. Now that's interesting.
What's even more incredible and convincing about this piece of footage is that he does several other attempts to try to convince the ghost in the school to close the door for him, and they work every single time. It's truly fascinating stuff, and it all looks 100% authentic, and will make even some of the most hardcore skeptics questioning how this happened. Matt even showcases his methods of debunking this supposedly paranormal event. The most compelling method was using a leaf blower to see how much wind it would take to shut the door, and it turns out that it would require quite a lot of wind.
I'm at half the speed. Going full. I'm going to full speed. Full speed. Full speed.
With the leaf blower at full blast, it was still having a hard time shutting the door.
Matt would appear to have captured one of the most creepy and convincing pieces of paranormal evidence in quite some time. But what do you guys think? Does this footage make you a believer, or are you still not convinced? A man named Chris operates the YouTube channel Urbex Hill that typically focuses on the channel owner as he ventures out to various different abandoned and haunted buildings such as churches, schools, hospitals and sanctuaries, all of which turn out to be very creepy in one way or another. In this video uploaded to his channel on June 13th, 2021, Chris heads out to explore the now abandoned Warner and Swayze Observatory, located in East Cleveland, Ohio. The observatory was built between 1918 and 1920 by Worcester Warner and Ambrose Swayze. Together, they were the owners of the Warner and Swayze Company that specialized in precision instruments and telescopes in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The building was in operation until 1982, when business was no longer working for Warner and Swayze, who ultimately ended up in jail for mortgage fraud. When Chris arrives at the historic building, the outside looks lush and almost inviting, so he heads inside and investigates. For a long while, Chris is unable to find anything of huge significance that will help his investigation, but that all changes rather soon.
Ouch. Shit.
Did you see it? If not, I don't blame you. It can be a little hard to see, plus it does happen rather quickly. But if you look right about here, you can make out what appears to be some sort of a shadow figure looking at Chris before ultimately heading back inside the observatory. Judging by Chris's nonchalant demeanor, I don't think he noticed this at the time either. But one thing is for sure, he must have gotten quite the scare when he reviewed the footage and saw that looking back at him. Archivo Extinto is a relatively popular horror/paranormal investigation YouTube channel that follows the channel's crew members as they explore a wide variety of creepy and haunted abandoned places from around the world and document their findings to their over 80,000 subscribers. The description of this particular video posted to their channel on June 13th, 2021 explains that they ventured out to a particularly eerie and possibly haunted house. The video is close to an hour in length, and as you can probably expect, it's full of terrifying moments and encounters. About 6 minutes into the investigation, one of the men slowly creeps forward with a flashlight in hand, when suddenly something falls and freaks him right out. Watch this.
¿Qué pasa? Se me afiguró como una cruz. ¿Una cruz? Ajá.
They certainly find this a little bit weird, but decide to press forward and carry on. Eventually, they come across a bizarre object that captures their attention. It appears to be small in stature, but they can't seem to determine what it is exactly, so they ignore it and move along. But as you're about to see, they don't get too far before something stops them dead in their tracks.
Una tapa, una tapita, ¿o qué es? Sí. Y tratas de sacarla. Sí, es como una pipa, ¿no? Creo que sí. ¿Sigues? Ah, no mames. ¿Qué?
Although at this moment they are probably increasingly more worried and paranoid, they ultimately decide to open the door anyway, just to see if there's anything or anybody inside.
Hola. ¿Alguien se metió?
After they don't seem to find anybody inside the room, they stop for a moment to get a better look at the mysterious object they picked up just moments ago, an object they later believe is known as a totem of witches.
Oye, ve esto. ¿Qué es? O sea, no sé si tocarlo es lo que tenga que hacer, pero vele los ojos, güey. Los tiene cosidos.
They put it in their pockets and move outside, where they suddenly encounter the most terrifying thing yet. Look at this.
Güey, allá, cuidado. Se vio algo allá. Güey, allá, cuidado. Güey.
This creepy figure proceeds to stare at the two men for several seconds before darting back out of view. But the man filming notices the strange, non-human looking figure at the last second, and they try to find out where it went. Ultimately though, they are unable to discover its whereabouts after that first encounter, no matter how long they search. Although Archivo Extinto is well known for exploring creepy places, I don't think they are going to want to go back to this house anytime soon. Ross Allison and June Nixon are two paranormal investigators that operate a ghost hunting team. Their channel is sure to be of deep interest for any paranormal enthusiasts, seeing as how their content is genuinely creepy and has an unnerving, realistic feel to it all. In this video published to Ross's channel in September of 2019, June is seen talking to the camera while conducting an investigation with a woman who experienced the feeling of something or someone following her home one night. She believed it was none other than a spirit. During the investigation, all seems to be going well, until this horrifying moment is captured right on camera.
Hi, it's me again. Obviously. No one can understand why you have to scream, and neither can I. Why do you follow me everywhere? Please, Can you just try to not scream? I have friends with me. They understand things in the spirit world. We all want to try to help. I'm going to turn it off now. Okay, let's see what we've got.
A petrifying scream can be heard coming from the recording device when June placed the tape back, and all she can do is show utter fear, confusion, and bewilderment. This screaming was not heard during the investigation, so where did this mysterious and terrifying screaming noise come from? The answer may never be uncovered. In this video posted to Reddit by the user Shaolin Popeye, we watch three guys in what seems to be either a Zoom call, podcast, or live stream, as they can be seen smiling and talking with one another at the beginning of the clip. But in just a matter of seconds, these smiles quickly turn into unease. Let's have a look together and find out why.
Mate, the first two films are amazing.
So there we go. That is end of round number 3.
Whoa. Did you guys just see that and hear that?
I heard like a bonk.
What? Did you not hear that noise?
I heard a bonk, yeah.
My suitcase just moved across the room by itself. Look, it's right there. That was not there a second ago.
Yeah.
If you listen very closely, you can hear a single banging noise that is seemingly coming from the one man's bedroom, as well as an object moving into view. But when he looks around the room to do a quick investigation, he doesn't see how it could have possibly happened.
Mate, the first two films are amazing.
So there we go. That is end of round number 3.
Whoa. Did you guys just see that and hear that?
I heard like a bonk.
He proceeds to ask his two other friends if they heard the noise as well, and they both confirm that they did. Sadly, even though this video is over 2 months old, there doesn't seem to be any updates regarding this particular situation, but let's cross our fingers that we get more to this story someday soon. YouTuber Bushmaster076 says that at 2:43 PM on February 9th, 2020, he was inside of his house in Fairfield, Ohio, relaxing and was feeding his dog when the two of them suddenly started to hear some strange noises coming from somewhere close by outside. The noise must have been really loud in the home because Bushmaster says that he quickly ran outside to try to investigate the source. The uploader proceeds to head outside and start filming, and what he ends up capturing is definitely nothing short of eerie. Take a look and have a listen. This kind of growling noise doesn't necessarily sound like it could have been coming from any ordinary animal, like a dog or a bear or something. In fact, Bushmaster has a theory that he may have captured audio evidence of Bigfoot in the Fairfield area, and judging by these creepy sounds, it doesn't seem like too far-fetched of a theory, but this could of course just have been a normal animal. As a society, we all like to collectively believe that the majority of people populating the planet are good-natured people that have our best interests at heart. We don't like to believe that others around us would be creepy or have sinister intentions. Sadly, as we all know, however, this is not always the case. While there are a lot of good-natured people out there, there are also a lot of creepy people in the world, and one of the most unsettling types of these people are stalkers. People who will literally follow you home and watch your every move when you least expect it. In this video uploaded by TikTok user Carolina Judah, we see her heading home alone late at night after spending time at a boyfriend's house. But unfortunately for Carolina, this trip back home was not at all comfortable. Take a look. The worst situation in my life when I came home at night. I was coming home from my boyfriend on the last bus. I saw a strange man standing behind the bus stop, but I ignored him. Moments later, he started following me. I wanted to run, but I was afraid that he would run after me. He started to walk faster and faster. At some point, he started shouting something, so I thought he was just drunk. But he still followed me home. Around the bend, I started to run all the way to the house. When I was entering the house, I couldn't see him anywhere. But 20 minutes later, I heard the bell. We have it by the gate. I called my mom, very fast, because this man was standing right in front of my house, staring at the windows, and began to move closer. At this point, I had a panic attack. And the worst part of it all, he walked across the garden to the door and began to yank the handle. I locked myself in the bathroom and waited for my mom and dad because no one was home. After 15 minutes, he stopped, but I was there for another hour until my parents returned from work. Gratefully, the stalker eventually went away, but it does not make the situation Carolina was in any less terrifying. This event documented by Carolina just goes to show that anything is possible in this world, and danger can literally be lurking around any corner. The Paranormies may be a medium-sized YouTube channel right now, but they create some of the most interesting and creepy abandoned building exploration style videos on the platform. Each video is quite lengthy, which gives the viewer a good look at the inside of the place they're investigating. In this video published to their channel in May of 2021, the group head out to the Union Point Church to do some exploring, and the many results are shocking to say the least. Close to the 10-minute mark in the video, two unsettling things happen that are sure to make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Watch this.
When things like that you see, it is kind of freaky. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh. This is a very old building too.
Like,
Peter, is that your name? Peter.
If you listen carefully, you can hear a strange voice quickly say the name Peter. 1 week after this video was uploaded, the Paranormies say that they found out that a man died there years ago, and scarily enough, his name was Peter. A couple of minutes later, during the investigation, something else creepy happens with the doorknob.
How's my stomach?
What was that?
How was that?
It sounded like a squeak of a door hinge or something.
That sounded like a door hinge.
A bit later on, the group attempts to use the Ovilus device one more time and listen to the two chilling words it says. Instead of saying Peter this time around, the Ovilus says the name Jackson.
Like, oh man, it's just freaky. It's like, cause there's like something like, oh, graveyards, man. Jackson.
The Paranormies clarified that where they are investigating, the name is extremely uncommon to the point where it's essentially a rarity to find someone with that name. In addition, They say there was an entire family with the last name Jackson that were buried outside the church in the cemetery. Just 3 minutes later into their night, they noticed something odd going on with the stained glass windows, as well as another voice coming from the ovulus. Watch this.
Shining it to this window and the other window. It won't do it on that window, only this one. Look.
Why would that be?
If I shine it to that window, the light on that window, it won't pick it up. The light's shining on that window. It's not even shining on the window that's over there. Because I'm trying to debunk it here. Go to that window. It should go to that window. What's it keep reaching for on the ceiling? That's arms, legs, that's everything.
It's gotta be the window though, somehow. Peter? They say Peter again?
At the end of the first part of the investigation, the paranormies find a wide array of headstones adorning the grass, and you'll never believe what the names are.
Jackson.
Jackson?
The last name Jackson. Jackson, Jackson, Jackson. Are you kidding me?
Dude, really?
Look at the tops. Look at the top of that. Jackson.
Jackson.
Jackson down there. Bottom. Jackson.
Oh, on the bottom. And Jackson. Did it say Jackson 3 times?
It said Jackson once.
To kick things off in part 2, the group is exploring throughout the church's interior when they suddenly hear something that catches them completely off guard.
What was that?
What?
I swear, like I heard something over here. Almost like something sliding.
Really?
Yeah. Peter?
Did you hear that?
I was three knocks.
Then about 5 minutes later, when one of the guys approaches one of the windows of the church, this camera manages to pick up something terrifying, and then 2 minutes later, another completely unexplainable event happens.
Oh my God, there it is. He's there. He's right in
There
between.
he is.
Peter, if that's you, can you make a noise from that door? That's where the knocking was coming from.
Yeah.
And then gone. Right after that, you feel the building move too?
That's when it was.
Did you hear that?
What was that? Just that? Was that
I don't know. That could have been.
No, there
it
was.
is. What is that?
What is? No, no.
It sounds like something sliding on the floor. It sounds like something like a shoe on like a basketball court.
At this point, the paranormies are surely getting quite freaked out, but against all odds, they manage to put on their brave faces and press on with the investigation. While sitting on one of the church benches, they witness some seriously strange activity that seems to last for a good few minutes. Take a look at this creepy stretch of footage.
Oh, the door. Oh my God. Is that Jack? Who is that? Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Joy! Oh my God, he's locked in. Open it! Dude, the tripod just came flying at me. It was locked! Why were you locked in?
Thought I heard something. Sounded like a bang. Oh my god. Jordan! Jesus Christ.
As the investigation reaches its end, the group is nearly ready to call it a day and pack their things, but before they start heading home, they are in for one last unsettling encounter.
Upstairs.
Victoria?
Oh my god.
What is going on?
Holy shit. Grab that light. Oh my god. Okay, if that's you, stop for a little bit. Holy shit.
As you can probably see, the Paranormies 2-part video on the Union Point Church is fascinating and just goes to show how disturbing the church's past really is. We all like to think of churches as safe places to go to, but one thing is for sure, the Union Point Church is the exact opposite of safe. Over on the Ghost subreddit, a Reddit user named LividXQ1640 shared a video titled "Abandoned House I Spotlighted." The video begins with the uploader driving in his car down a dark and creepy road late at night before spotting the abandoned house off to the left. As he pulls up outside of the house, it is clear that it is completely abandoned and has definitely seen some better days. But just as the uploader and his friend in the vehicle are about to investigate further, something scares them away for good. So, what is it? Well, let's take a closer look.
There it is. I'm trying to see it. Wow. Yeah, it's like it's busted up. Holy f***. What? Yo, go. Holy f***. What? Yo, go.
The moment the uploader saw this strange figure in the house, his immediate reaction was to tell his friend to drive away ASAP, which seems like a genuine reaction. But it still begs the question, who or what was inside that abandoned house? Was it a squatter? Was it a strange ghost or creature? Or was this all a hoax? Let me know what you think in the comments. The Paranormies are back at it again in their newest video, and this time they are exploring and conducting an investigation at the Sinister Farm, which is said to be an incredibly creepy and haunted place. When they arrive at the farm, it is already dark and gloomy outside, and they have only flashlights to rely on in order to see things. They begin to look around the outside of the house, but they miss something genuinely terrifying in the top window that appears and disappears just as quickly. Take a look.
This place, all the glass is shattered and stuff.
So it's got to be that window?
It'd be that window, barn. Shine the light back here.
A couple of minutes later, they are inside of the farmhouse now and are making an attempt to communicate with any potential spirits in the house. One of the men asks the spirit to say the word farm if they are in the room. He hears a voice and then asks, "Who are you?" The response he gets is utterly chilling.
Yeah.
If that was you, can you say farm?
Who are you?
Demon? That's a clear demon.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Towards the end of the video, one of the crew members is in the upstairs area of the farmhouse and is looking around the incredibly quiet and eerie room, when all of a sudden, the room is no longer as silent as a mouse.
Boy. Johnny.
Did you hear that? What was that?
I heard something.
It was this light bulb, dude.
A light bulb.
Look. Oh my god.
That wasn't already there?
No.
The group is just about ready to leave not long after, understandably so, but before they can, they are given one last scare by the spirits in the house.
Grab this camera. And then let's
Table tipping.
yeah, I kinda wanna just show
Is that what it's called?
It's called table tipping, yeah.
It is? Okay. I didn't know if it had like an official name or something.
Okay, yeah, so I kinda wanna set up a camera in that corner there, and I wanna set up a camera either in this corner or Stop.
Dude, what was that?
What?
The sinister farm is undoubtedly one of the creepiest farms I've seen in a while on the internet. And it's a good thing that the paranormies didn't get harmed or too terribly frightened during this investigation. Let's just hope that if they do come back for another video, they are not going to be harmed by these spirits.
Stop.
Dude, what was that?
On July 9th of 2021, a TikTok user named OldFolkyJohn uploaded a security camera video that, much like others, appears to be relatively harmless upon first inspection, but as the seconds tick by, the quicker you start to realize that the footage is anything but normal. For a couple of seconds, we look at what appears to be a backyard of sorts, with a fence on the ground and a couple of trees around it. Pay close attention to the trees and make sure you have your volume turned up. All of a sudden, a mysterious clicking or gurgling noise can be heard, which sounds like something straight out of the movie A Quiet Place. And if that wasn't unsettling enough, a terrifying creature can be seen poking its head around the trees before eventually vanishing from view. In a follow-up video, OldFolkyJohn says that he found a couple of holes in his garage door, and so he decided to set up a camera nearby to see if he could capture anything suspicious overnight. As you can probably guess, that's exactly what happened. Take a look. If these videos are ever proven to be genuine, then I seriously hope that this TikTok user either moves out of this house and finds a new place to live, or calls in some sort of investigator, because judging by the videos he has uploaded, he certainly isn't living alone. Playgrounds are a place for children to spend as much time as they want, going on swing sets and having fun on various different slides. Chances are you went to a playground many times as a kid and remember it fondly as being a nostalgic, safe place to spend your days during your youth. But not all playgrounds are fun. Some playgrounds are said to be haunted by the ghosts of children. Take for instance the Shelton Park, that is said to be home to several ghost children. According to legend, at night, these kids can be heard playing and having fun, but eventually, their happy voices turn to screams of absolute terror. This video shows a playground at an undisclosed location at night. The uploader says that the footage was filmed by his neighbor, who was recording his daughter going down the slide at their local playground. The young girl in question is about to go down the slide, and when she does, it looks like she has fun. But little did she know that something genuinely unnerving happened right behind her.
Hey, vente. Hey, vente.
If you look closely behind the little girl, you can see what appears to be some sort of a ghostly boy peering at the girl from behind her, before vanishing without a trace. The uploader says that his neighbor swears that at the time of recording this video, there was nobody else at the playground, and that it was just him and his children, the strange figure not being one of them. So what could have possibly been behind the young girl at the slide? Was it a ghostly boy wanting to make a new friend? Clever video editing? We may never know the definitive answer. Next up is an entry coming from the popular Ghosts subreddit, a popular destination online for creepy paranormal videos. The user Bartholomew Blackwell goes on to explain, quote, "Working by myself in a closed empty school the other day, I heard something out in the hallway. A storm had knocked the power out in the building the night before. I had the flashlight on, so I started recording. It sounded like a group of people crying." End quote. Watch this clip and be sure to listen for a strange sound. A few seconds after the man recording starts to explore the hallways in the school, if you listen closely, you can make out what sounds like some sort of mystical ghost-like whooshing noise, or a group of spirits making strange noises. After this, the video abruptly cuts with no explanation given. What do you think happened in this creepy school that night? Be sure to tell me all of your thoughts in the comments. Reddit user MBO Photos shared this clip over at the previously mentioned Sir Spooks subreddit, with the title being, "Is someone messing with me?" For a little bit, nothing seems too out of the ordinary as we watch the cameraman explore a creepy abandoned bunker. Luckily for him, nothing seems too startling, that is, until about a minute into the clip. Take a look at what the channel owner captured.
Hello? Hello?
That sound definitely seems extremely strange and frightening, especially when you consider that this video was clearly filmed very late at night. It could have been somebody else in the bunker with him that accidentally knocked something over, such as a heavy barrel. Or it could be something even more sinister than that. Either way, it is probably safe to say that this person will not be venturing back into this bunker anymore. Imagine you are hungry late at night, so you decide to call up your favorite local pizza shop for your dinner that evening. When the delivery arrives, you're expecting nothing more than to pay the delivery driver and enjoy your pizza. But Reddit user Cam Sunkist, who shared the following video to the popular ghost subreddit, got a little more than he bargained for. This is truly one of those videos that seems downright impossible to come up with a logical explanation with to debunk it. The sound that can be heard on Cam Sunkist's camera doesn't sound like it could be that of an actual child's voice, but rather a paranormal entity. It's also worth noting that the pizza delivery driver seemingly didn't notice the sound in person while making this delivery, as he doesn't have any sort of reaction on his face or in his movements that would suggest so. He simply completes the delivery and proceeds to walk back to his vehicle after delivering the uploader's pizza. I can only imagine the shock and terror that Cam Sunkist must have gotten when going back and reviewing his security camera footage and hearing this eerie and chilling sound, especially when it sounded that audible. So what do you think? Is this scary footage of a ghostly child's voice captured on camera? Or is this just something normal like the wind or something less sinister? Let me know in the comments below. It seems like a lot of people managed to capture some of the strangest and creepiest things on their home surveillance camera, and this video published to the previously mentioned ghost subreddit by the user GrandSlammer0891 is definitely not an exception. The uploader states in the title of the video that "My buddy got an alert on his home security camera in Mansfield, Massachusetts." The following video is the alleged unedited and completely raw footage that was captured during this one particular night. Let's have a look. During the first couple of times I watched this video, I couldn't see exactly what it was that startled the original uploader, but eventually I adjusted my brightness and got quite the scare when I noticed that if you look hard enough, you can make out what appears to be some sort of ghostly figure hiding within the confines of this person's house. The homeowners were able to notice this figure. It's either the homeowners have eagle eyes and are super aware of anything on their premises, or this is just one big hoax. But no matter the answer, this is still a remarkably chilling piece of footage that is sure to send shivers down your spine. When you are on your own property, one of the last, if not the very last things you want to happen is to have complete strangers trespass on it and give you unwelcome company. That's exactly what these two people did in this video uploaded to my Sir Spooks subreddit, where you can share or view any video related to the paranormal to be featured in videos like this. User Raphael455 shared the creepy video which showcases surveillance camera footage of his property, and it doesn't take long for us to see the strangers trespassing. If that wasn't weird enough, something else happens with the two strangers that is sure to send chills down your spine. Take a look. This is one of the very few videos where it is genuinely hard to come up with an explanation. The man in the video approaches the strangers and presumably tells him to leave before getting into his truck and shining his light on them, only to discover that they have completely vanished. This would be a very hard video to fake, and it seems as though there are no cuts or edits made to the clip in order to explain it. So what do you think is the explanation behind this video? How did the two men completely disappear? Was it some sort of a camera glitch? Or is there something paranormal to this? Let me know in the comments. A YouTube channel going by the username khorn1234 published the following video online on July 19th, 2019. In it, we watch who is presumably the channel owner walk around in the woods, and for a while, nothing too weird seems to be happening. We can hear some noises throughout the video, but they are nothing to worry about. But it doesn't take long at all for things to get incredibly bizarre in a matter of seconds. The man filming eventually points his camera towards a particular section of the woods, where we can see something fascinating. Take a look.
Y'all see that shit? Oh my god.
That's just right on top of that hill right there. Look at that. Maybe somebody can tell me what this is. I think I have something like that. No, I don't think so.
Although the term is never once mentioned in the video or in the description by the uploader, many people in the comment section are convinced that these lights are coming from a UFO. It is a definite possibility, seeing as how many lights can be seen, and also because they all flash red. Backing up this claim is the uploader's statement that there are no houses in this area and that the lights are too low to be a tower. The uploader even went back the next day to look around the same area, but found nothing unusual. Certainly, it could be something else and less sinister, but I'll let you be the judge on this one. A YouTuber named Thought Provocative published a video to his channel on June 1st, 2020 that features some incredibly eerie and unsettling noises coming from an unknown location somewhere in Texas. The uploader is filming outside and says that he has been hearing some strange sounds coming from nearby. He says that he cannot see anybody or anything that could make such noises and is baffled by the incident. Have a listen to this video.
Weird noise coming from right here where the screws at. I don't see nobody. You hear that? And there's nobody there. Like, nobody. This is crazy. See, the closer you get, the louder it gets. It's right there, somewhere right there where the light's on. There's like a lady yelling, screaming. You hear it? You hear that? And there's nobody over there. I walked all the way into half of that. Halfway. What is going on? This is tripped out. And I'm off of Prescott, the Cunningham Middle School.
Those witch-like screams would be enough to give anybody the chills if they heard this in person. Even just hearing it through a computer screen is terrifying enough. I can't imagine how scary this must have been to hear this coming from somewhere nearby to where you are. Something else that is quite interesting is that a lot of the commenters on the video have stated that they have heard similar sounds. Some of these people are also residing in Texas. What could possibly be making these disturbing noises? It seems like the answer may never be revealed. Those that are looking to find some creepy ghost videos should look no further than the aptly titled Ghost subreddit, which is one of the most popular Reddit communities for paranormal enthusiasts, and videos from the community have been featured on this channel several times. Another surveillance camera video. This one comes to us from user Londo Lands, who shared a creepy piece of footage that was recorded late at night outside his home when everybody was probably asleep. If you take a quick look over on the uploader's porch, You should be able to make out some sort of strange shape moving into view before quickly retracting just seconds later. The Reddit user is completely baffled as to what this could possibly be and is asking for any ideas or theories. So as always, if you think this is a ghost, a person or something else, be sure to let me know in the comments. Letchworth Village was a residential institution located in Rockland County, New York. Once a place to house the mentally disabled, is now a place that is said to be extremely haunted and full of creepy spirits. This video uploaded on November 16th, 2020 by the YouTube channel Jagopapa TV proves that. Throughout the video we follow Jagopapa as he makes his way around Letchworth Village, which appears to be in a heavily run down and abandoned state. If the eerie halls of the building are not enough to send shivers down your spine, then this next part surely will. The channel owner is standing still, trying to make contact with potential spirits within the area when this happens.
Hello? What was that? Hello? Who was that running? Well, you were trying to rush me? If you're gonna try to rush me, at least show yourself.
This is without a doubt one of the most interesting pieces of paranormal evidence I have seen in a while. Before watching this, I thought that perhaps a shadow figure would go by, or a ghostly apparition would be hidden off in the distance. But instead, we got something much scarier. Jagopapa TV must have been petrified once he heard those ominous footsteps racing toward him. Anybody would be. There are plenty of fun toys that 2000s kids remember, but one of the most famous has to be Bionicle. Some may not like it as much as Lego, but many children, teenagers and adults alike love Bionicle. So what could possibly be so terrifying about a toy meant to entertain people of all ages? Well, this video published to YouTube by user G the One and Only shows us. In the video we see what is presumably some friends going to investigate one of their rooms after hearing a sound that startled them. As they tiptoe quietly throughout the house, they eventually enter a room filled with dozens of toys, and it's at this moment in which something truly baffling and equally scary happens. Watch this.
There's literally nothing in here. And look how heavy this is. Yeah. Hang on, there's nothing up here. What the crap? There's nothing in here either. Look. I can hear it when we go about halfway down the hallway.
Did you see it? If not, it's totally understandable since there were plenty of toys to look at in the room. But take a closer look at the big Bionicle robot and you should be able to see its head turning slightly all by itself.
There's literally nothing in here. And look how heavy this is. Yeah. Hang on, there's nothing up here.
If this was not the work of a ghost, then I'm not sure what it is. How else could a toy robot move its head all on its own, unless it was battery operated? This video just goes to show you that ghosts can possess anything, even an innocent children's toy. On the popular ghost subreddit, a user by the name of Fit Then Fat shared a video with the title, "Someone caught this on a home security in my country of Costa Rica." The video is definitely a little bit grainy, and it can be hard to see because it was filmed late at night, but it's definitely one that is deeply unnerving. For the first few seconds of the video, we can see and hear a couple of dogs barking very angrily at something off in the distance, but we can't yet see what they are barking at. However, that all changes quite fast, as this strange entity enters our field of vision. A different angle of the same creature can be seen on TikTok user Javier Chavaria's piece of footage, which sees him and a group of his friends outside when they see the creature far off in the distance. Take a look and see.
Uy, perro. Esa madre nos pegó ahorita que salimos nosotros, madre. Grave, chino. Madre, nos acercamos. Dale, pique el culo.
Que casi no.
Ese hijo de puta, la uña, madre, no se acerca. Venga, pero venga, weón, pío, madre, ¿qué pío más pegón, madre?
Madre, será la...
Le tira encima a uno, si es la mona, esa madre se le tira encima.
Al chile.
¿La tiene ahí?
Sí, pero no enfoca ni picha.
No, está muy largo, madre.
Madre, qué feo se parece un mono esa picha.
Madre, sí, la madre está así, madre, la madre está así, picha.
No enfoca, pero sí se ve el bulto.
Nosotros salimos por ahí y ahí no había nada.
Madre, qué raro esa picha.
¿Ves, madre? No, les digo, puta, ahorita viene por acá, mamá. ¿Ustedes la alumbraron?
Many people believe that this creature could be the urban legend of La Mona, which originates in Costa Rica, which adds up to the video's filming location. La Mona allegedly roams around late at night and is said to stalk those who walk the dark roads. If somebody dares to look at her, they will see a woman with a face that resembles that of an ape with red eyes and a short stature. Although we cannot get a crystal clear view of the creature on these pieces of footage, the description does seem quite accurate regardless. But what do you think? Was this authentic footage of La Mona captured on camera? Is this another creature? Or is this just one big fake? Let me know your theories in the comments. Angel Hector Rodriguez on TikTok shared this eerie video of him riding a tractor out in the field on an ordinary sunny day when all of a sudden he notices something that causes him to pull out his camera and start filming. What did he see? Well, let's have a look.
Para acá, loco. Me cago de miedo. No sé qué. No se deja ver la cara.
What looks like a person walking around slowly in the field may not be a person or even a ghost at all, but rather a duende. A duende is a human-like creature originating from Iberian, Latin American and Filipino folklore. The Spanish term duende in English translates to possessor of a house. The duende is usually quite small in size too, which lines up perfectly with the strange figure that can be seen in Rodriguez's video. Of course, it is entirely possible that this was just a man walking around in a field for some reason, but it could also be proof that the legendary duende walks among us.